Deep within a bleak and dismal swamp, hidden beneath its murky waters, lies the headquarters of the most sinister villains of all time. The Legion of Doom.
Is my mask better than Omnidog's mask?
No.
I didn't have a
my
mask.
It's my Nightwing mask. Hey, how's it going, everybody? The Brave and the Boys here, the classic team with friend of the channel, Omnidog. Everybody say hi.
Hey.
Hi. Where's that $500 you promised me? My appearance fee.
Yeah, the $500 was in one of those currencies where it sounds like a lot of money, but with like the conversion rate, you actually owe me money.
Yeah.
So you hosed me.
Yes, all about them hoes. Okay, guys, this is fun. The three of us haven't done a live in forever, but this is a good callback because Jess was our second live guest interview we ever did, and we became friends, which is
What
awesome.
is this? A crossover episode?
Wait, I have that ready. Ready, set. We played it on our 500 subscriber special, which means this has been 10 times the growth. What is this? A crossover episode?
Still one of my favorites.
It's my favorite gift. We already have so many
to my audience. I just see that I could.
Yeah, way to try to take our live stream, our hard-earned. I'm just kidding. Didn't we do that once and it just confused people?
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it. It does confuse people.
Because everyone would leave and go to your channel. Just kidding.
Oh,
unfortunately,
that's a good idea.
Not going to be able to join you guys. I'm in the UK and it will be 1 a.m. That's not okay. Drink a coffee, take a 5-hour energy. I'm just kidding. It's okay if you watch this afterwards. What have you guys all been up to? What's new? What's going on?
I mean, you know what I've been up to because we work together relatively closely. You come in to see me twice a week at work.
Yeah. They try to get me in more. Like every time there's cake for a birthday, they're like, "Are you coming in?" And I'm like, "I'm not driving 30 minutes for cake. Like I like cake."
And then the person that plans the party tries to guilt him. It's the best. I've been collecting comics. I've been buying stuff. I have a mini haul to my right, so whenever we're ready to show stuff off. I've been working hard. I got some dumbbells back there. I've been lifting weights. So all the
heck yeah,
stuff.
give us a flex.
There you go. As good as it's gonna get. The shirt almost ripped, actually.
Dude, we already have so many comments. Congrats for reaching 5K. Unfortunately, I can't hang live, but I'm gonna watch the video on demand at work tomorrow. Thank you.
Nice.
And our friend at Fifth of Jack, congrats on 5Ks. Did Omnidog bring the crowbar?
Why
is that a thing?
Because you made it a thing. Maybe Omar made it a thing.
I think you guys running a poll on Omni Bros where I was trying to galvanize my audience to like vote to save me.
I voted to kill you.
You don't even watch. He doesn't even watch Omni Bros, and he pops in to vote to kill me.
Don't send me the link.
Congrats on the accomplishment for some truly awesome dudes.
What up?
He gave me a nice phone call yesterday, and it was after he went to Oktoberfest, so I think he had a good time at Oktoberfest. Yeah. And then he called me, and I was on the way to Disneyland, and he said very nice things. Like it was enough to where I started blushing, and then I got embarrassed. Like it was too much nice stuff. So.
My haul is something that there's Kane. My haul is something Bunk might be interested in.
One of the most obscure crime book ever.
No, it is a crime book, but it is not obscure. If you knew anything about crime books, you'd know we collect only the finest in crime comics.
That's right.
Even though I have no idea what this book is. Oh, what time is it in India? 5:30 a.m. Okay.
Ooh. Well, my cat just busted in and opened the door. Hey, buddy. Okay, we doing hauls? So how do we do this? Do we all go one at a time, or do we go one book at a time?
I think we should go like all of our stuff one go.
Okay.
I don't think we should do that. I don't have that much.
I don't have that much.
Jordan should show his first. It's
yours, and then
it's your show, and congratulations on 5,000.
Thank you, man. I think awesome. Did we even have 100 subscribers when we first interviewed Jess?
Ooh, that's a good
Because
question.
we had 10 when we interviewed Omar, and then after the interview with Omar, we had 8.
You lost subscribers.
I'm just kidding.
We might have been close to 100 when we interviewed Jess.
Yeah, you guys' growth has been explosive. It's really been impressive.
Solid 2 years. Taking it serious.
Yeah. That's awesome. What year did you guys interview me? Was that 2021 or 2022?
I feel like it was 2021 because when I just Facebook messaged you the StreamYard link because you were running late, I realized our only previous individual Facebook message was like, I guess when me and you chatted one time, like you were giving me some sobriety tips, and it was like, I was like, hey man, I just installed StreamYard, like ready to chat if you want to. That was like our one Facebook message we've ever sent each other. So it would have been a few months, I think, after we interviewed you.
Okay.
Wow, everyone's saying congratulations. Thank you, Gianni. Gianni gave us the nicest congratulations on his podcast he did yesterday. He did a little intro for us, which was really sweet. And then Rodimus Prime, congrats to the boys for the 5K. Maybe you can stump Jess with
Rodimus, are you in or out of the hospital right now? I know you had to check back in. Are you are you out? Better, are you doing okay? Rodimus, big friend of all the shows I've ever been on.
That's fantastic. I did go back and check, and it says for Jess's interview, it was 3 years ago. I should have probably checked the Tabataba YouTube because it would have said the day.
James has it right there in the chat. Yeah, that sounds right.
Episode 13. That was before I knew you should never call things episode 13 because then nobody watches because they haven't seen episodes 1 through 12. Oh, the YouTube things you learned. Okay, I guess I'll show something off if then we can all take turns. My hauls are in little subsections for themes. But
Jake's already significantly further. Yeah. I don't have themes. I have like 3 books.
So up first, we got a box from our friends at Dynamite. So we feel like real honest comic book YouTubers now because they sent us stuff. So they sent us Maleficent, which was a trade paperback written and drawn by So Lee. And this is a breezy story because she uses the amount of words an artist would use. So a lot of the pages are just no dialogue, all art, and they were beautiful. And then they sent us Lilo and Stitch, which my wife read today and enjoyed. So, and then some other Disney comics, but what Jess would be into is a bunch of Vampirella books. So this was when my wife opened the box. I was like, the Disney books are mine, and Jordan specifically requested these Vampirella books as an excuse. So I'm gonna probably do a giveaway for these on our channel soon because I don't think my wife wants these in the house. But that's good old classic Vampirella.
Depending on the writer, those books can be really good because they have a lot of strong writers there at Dynamite at times, and those books can be really good.
And then we got a quick question. I want a gift card from OPB. I'm a DC guy. What do y'all recommend? I feel like that's the hardest question because we don't know what you own. So maybe give us is there like a character that you like that can narrow it down, or are you to beside a couple books, or that's 52 is a great option.
Of these characters?
Jess, where'd you get that shirt?
Awesome. DC's shop, actually. I got him. I got 3 Gotham City Sirens shirts for my birthday.
Nice. And did you get the Super Friends t-shirt?
What Super Friends t-shirt?
The one that we're supposed to match on Batter Days next week?
What are you talking about?
We were supposed to buy matching. No, we were supposed to buy matching green Super Friends shirts off the DC website. We made a deal, and I bought the Super Friends shirt, and I never got confirmation if you did. I'm pulling up the shirt while Jordan shows off his haul. This was a real thing.
I know. I have no intention of getting a Super Friends shirt. I haven't seen that show in years. I did have Super Friends sheets on my bed in college, but I'm not getting.
Did you prank me into buying the shirt thinking we were gonna match and you had no intention?
Yeah,
as you should.
That's so cruel.
Is it cruel or was it genius?
You picked the color. I said, "What color do you?"
It was a good color. You'll look good in it.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, I think the word is crestfallen. It was okay. I'm gonna show the world this shirt. Share screen. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now we go here. And he specifically requested seafoam.
It looks good. Seafoam's a legit color.
Nice. I am the world. You know what? I feel like the day of the live stream, you're gonna rip off a fake shirt and be wearing it underneath. And this you're just trying to make me earn it.
Absolutely not.
Why does Mitch like seeing me sad?
Buddy, that's hilarious.
And thank you, Dom.
Comic book report.
Thanks, Dom.
So I'm new to collected editions. I like Superman, Batman, Nightwing. I love the Nightwing shirt you have. And the matching Nightwing mask.
Yeah, that's what sold it.
I just read Nightwing Year 1 this week, and I liked it. And it just came back with an awesome Dan Mora cover. That's my vote if you like Nightwing.
I'm checking to see, is the Scott Snyder omnibus still available?
It probably always is.
Viewers like my dupe. Doop boop ba boop.
My dupe, I don't think it has the plastic to hang on it, but I'm also a fraud because I've never read Ecstatic. I just bought dupe because you guys had it, and Ecstatic will get reprinted someday. I think it was number 20 on the reprint poll.
Oh, well, what's to stop you from spending $350 on it like you do all your
Jake,
absolutes?
What's to stop that?
I haven't bought an out-of-print book in I don't even know how long.
Oh, like 3 months?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Woo! I think after I got every out-of-print absolute in the world, I sat down like Thanos in the Avengers movie where he's like making the stew and he's watching like the sunset, and like he doesn't even have the gauntlet anymore because he doesn't need it, and he's just gonna season his soup all day long. That's me. I can just rest and enjoy.
I think you'd really like Ecstatics. It's really, really good. It's over 20 years old, but it's extremely prescient. It's amazing that, of course, I love the art, but Peter Milligan's writing is remarkable. It features kind of an X Factor-ish team as reality TV stars. Oh, Stanley, what are you doing here?
Wait, I thought Stanley was your nickname.
Stanley? No, that's what he goes by. That's Ryan.
That's his nickname, Stanley. Okay, I thought your nickname was Stanley. Does anybody know if DC will be reprinting John Burns? I don't think they will until you pay for it out of print. That's what I've learned in my 3 years of collecting. The second you pay for the out of print version, it'll be released in an omnibus.
Yeah,
I think they're talking about the trade paperback because Volume 4 has been out of print forever. If it's the hardcovers, I think the hardcovers only went to Volume 4.
Yeah, the 4 is the last of the hardcover. So I don't know. Yeah. But you know what? If they do come back into print, let's have the spines look copacetic, or like in theme.
Not 1 blue and 3 red.
Yeah. And I know the trades look pretty gnarly too. Okay, who has something else to show off from their haul?
All right, I could show some stuff. So this one that I'm grabbing is not that I bought both of them. So I've had Volume 1 of My Favorite Thing is Monsters.
Nice.
I haven't finished. I'm reading it. But when I went to the store the other day, I saw that Volume 2 had came out. So it was an instant pickup because I've been loving it like immensely. Besides that, I would love to show Volume 2 of Phantom Road, but I have misplaced it. So
it's got a crowbar on the cover. It must be about me and Jay.
I gotta just make a gif of a crowbar that comes flying out,
What's Phantom Road about? I don't think I know it.
Ooh, link the Brave Boys Beyond video of Phantom Road, James.
Yes, please, James. I did a video on it. Phantom Road, great book by Jeff Lemire. I really like the artist is Gabriel Achewalta. He's done like Vision with Tom King, but Phantom Road is about this pair of people that get put together due to a situation, and they keep flipping between reality. So they're in the regular world, and then they'll flip into the phantom world that's filled with monsters.
Why did I get flashbacks to when I was filming my top 10 Tom King video, and we had like 5 takes of me trying to pronounce that artist's name, and I kept butchering it. So I joked, I said, we should cut to you just pronouncing the artist's name perfectly, and then back to me for the rest of the video.
I was so down to film that too.
Here we go.
That's a Lemire book I'm not familiar with. That's interesting.
It's still coming out right now as singles.
Oh, that's a single you're showing.
This one is the collected, but they're still coming out in singles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yes, volume 1 and 2 are currently out.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me go add that to my wish list. With Phantom Road. Wow, how did I not know about this? Because I don't watch your channel, I guess.
I feel like Jess isn't subscribed to Brave Boys Beyond or the Brave and the Boys. He's not one of our 5,000 proud subscribers.
I might be. I don't know. I never watch, but I might be subscribed. Okay, I added it to my wish list. Thank you.
Okay, what goodies do you have to show off, Jess?
I have an X-Men variant for the first issue. The X-Men. So I thought this was cool. Yeah.
That is cool. Is that one of the ones with the QR code in it?
I don't know. I got it strictly for the cover because I thought it was a Boss Mark Brooks cover. And this will probably be the last of my spending $20 on a variant. I can't do it anymore. There's just
James,
too much.
Can you clip it? And next time Omnidog shows off a cool variant cover he gets for the rest of time, we'll play that clip.
Yeah, it's just gotten there's too many. I mean, I'll get variants covers that are like $5 or whatever of Harley Quinn, but I just can't. I don't have the room, and I don't have the variant covers bleed the wallet dry. I just can't keep doing it.
But what's the point of having your own spinner rack, a seasonal spinner rack that ebbs and flows with awesome covers, if you don't pick up the occasional variant cover?
I have probably enough variant covers to change that thing in and out 10 times. So I think I'm all set.
What's the theme this month?
It hasn't been switched over yet because I just added a new Harley. Ooh, I should get this and show this because this is awesome.
While he's gone, we'll shout out Zach, who, yes, is a proud owner of a Brave and the Boys mug.
Oh, yeah. I don't even have a mug yet.
Didn't your girlfriend make us a bunch of like mugs?
Yeah. I mean, they're still cool. That's a good question. Where are those?
You mean one of these?
Ooh, schmancy.
The official mug.
This is the David Nakayama Harley Quinn.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, this will be where I break my vow already because I'm a sucker for David Nakayama stuff and Adam Hughes stuff. So yeah, I'm quite sure I'll break my vow with Harley Quinn. It didn't even last 5 minutes.
This is, you guys, if there's a bunch of cool Harley Quinn variant covers for sale right now, everyone just start posting them in the chat and we'll see if we can get Jess to break his variant thing. But this is a good question. Can anyone give a quick plot summary or recommendation of DC The New Frontier? See the cover everywhere, but don't know if I should try picking it up. So I feel like I talk about that book all the time. I want to hear you should this question.
No, you should go ahead and summarize it for Sava.
Well, as it is my favorite DC comic and favorite DC absolute, I think it is one artist / writer, an amazing artist writer's love letter to this silver age of comics and a love letter to what makes DC great, what makes America great, what makes comics great. And it takes characters that that are popular. It takes characters that are small, ones that are niche, and it makes them all work together in a cohesive way, kind of paralleling American history to talk about how comics have changed over time. And I think it's beautiful, and I think you should read it and love it. However, I have some people who say they don't like it as a new reader. I think it's a book you can read as a new reader and then read again as a more experienced reader and pick up more than you did initially. Like, I still read it and I'll always find something new that I didn't notice before.
And if you want to pick up that book, make sure you pick it up at our sponsor, Organic Price Books, where you could use code Braveboys in order to save $2 off of your next order. Or if you're buying more books, use code Braveboyssit at checkout to save 5% off. Dang, that was a good ad read segue.
That was good. That was so
Nice.
That's like we planned it,
I definitely did not.
Oh, Stanley's leaving. He's done insulting me. Goodbye. Goodbye,
Wait, Stanley, can we
Good to
get
see
one
you.
last insult before you go? Oh, Chris, congratulations, Jake and Jordan, on the 5K subs.
Oh.
Here's to the march to 10K.
Nice to see you, Chris. Yeah, I'm a sucker for Art Germ too. Gianni has a question for me at 8:22.
Yes, Jess, did you enjoy the Karoka? How do you pronounce that word?
Krakoa.
Krakoa.
That is a good question, Gianni. I have read all the way through Inferno and Lives of Wolverine, X Death of Wolverine. So I've read all the way through that. I've enjoyed it immensely, and I'm taking a break right now just to catch up. I'm trying to catch up to at least Dawn of DC for Superman and Batman and some other DC stuff. And I also have to read the independent comics Cycle Cleveland sent me and some other stuff, but then I'll pick it back up. I don't think I'll get it done by the end of the year, but I will make videos on what I'm reading. I've enjoyed it a lot. It has a ton of really, really good X-Men stories in it. I think that Trials of X so far has been the strongest anthology. That's where the anthology leaves off. So I haven't read anything after Trials of X Volume 10, besides the hardcovers I mentioned. But Trials of X had a ton of really good stories. So I'm glad you're enjoying it too.
Okay. Now my question is, if you were to say I most like a specific X-Men character, who would you pick? In all your years of reading X-Men and our years of friendship, which X-Men character do I remind you of?
You?
Yeah, like if you think, like, personality-wise.
Is Pip? No, Pip's not a. Pip's not an X-Men.
The little imp, the Eternal Imp.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Pip.
Oh my god,
I love it.
Can my new name be Kid Pip? I want to be
Go
Kid.
for it. It's your name. Hey, there's Cycle Cleveland right there. What up, buddy?
Is this one Harvey Pesker's? Is he rename himself? Hey now.
Yeah, that's his new fake name.
And then once you get to X-Men Red and Immortal X-Men, you're in for a treat.
That's what I've heard, Gianni. It sounds great. I'm excited to start reading those. Gianni
is like a little siren that tries to get me to read more Marvel comics as well as comics older than recent. You know what I mean? Like, he helped me realize I don't dislike Scott McDaniel's art. I dislike Scott McDaniel's art with old style coloring. Like, he sent me Scott McDaniel's art with modern colors, and it was way more palatable. But like, I've been trying to read The Nightwing by Chuck Dixon. I'm like a few trades into that, and dude, the art is like overwhelming sometimes. Like, I can't get into it. But it's such good Nightwing writing that I'm just trying to power through. So, yeah, that's my. I don't know. I can't get into Scott McDaniel's art. Unlike Space Age, New Frontier works even if you aren't American. It's hopeful but not blind about patriotism.
If you're saying that Space Age is blind about patriotism, I think that's I don't think that's a proper take. Everybody reads books differently, but that book I don't think is about blind patriotism in space age. But that's interesting. I also wondered if people that were not from the U.S. could enjoy Space Age, because Superman Space Age is very much U.S. centric. So, but I didn't see the blind patriotism. I didn't see the ripping down of the American myth like in this book, which I love this book.
Perfect segue.
Absolutely amazing segue, Jeff.
Okay, good. Go ahead. What did I segue into? I mean, this book is great, talking about
your next.
The next.
I thought that was your next. I thought yours next book that you hauled, so you were going to talk about it.
Oh, I know. This is what I finished reading recently. This completely deconstructs the myth of the American kind of exceptionalism, the myth of the foundation of that America has placed itself upon, but not in an obnoxious way. But I mean, it's going to upset some people. I can see why. But Wonder Woman is so strong and such a great character, and I think Tom King writes her really well. I know some people don't like Tom King's writing. Peace and love, that's okay. I know I do. I know Jake does. I think he does a great job with this book, showing kind of the underside of America, which I'm okay with. I don't mind that. So, but I can understand why some people won't dig it. But it has just got some great moments and introduces the lasso of lies, the black lasso, and
that's sick.
Yeah, there are apparently 3 lassos, and I don't know that the third one has been introduced. But this book is just typical great Tom King, and I really love it, because not only does she is she strong in her defense of Amazonians, but she also, in the middle of all this, will take time out to spend the entire day with a young boy that's dying from cancer, who always wanted to meet Wonder Woman, and she takes time out to do that while her name is getting smeared all over the globe. And I think that's important to show those kind of moments where even though she's not human, but it humanizes her. And I thought it was really good. So I'm really interested in getting the rest of this.
I do wish there was a hardcover, though. I went to Target yesterday to try to find Batman and Robin. Mm-hmm. And I was like to my wife, I was like, hey, we should go to Target and get groceries. But I had a sole goal of like walking straight to the comic section, and they didn't have it. But
you can order it. That's how I got it.
I know, but it's I'm not supposed to be spending money on comics right now, so it was going to be a surprise. I was going to say, this is here. I gotta get it, But what I did get is a new Absolute, and you guys know how I love Absolute editions. Mm-hmm. So this is Grant Morrison's Batman and Son, which feels like it was fast tracked because of James Gunn doing, Batman the Brave and the Bold, which feels like they're copying our name a little bit,
Just a bit.
Don't know how I feel about that name, but it was amazing. I wish it had continued a little bit more like that, to put in Batman RIP, but it does not. So I cannot get rid of my Omnis yet.
Did that video come out already?
No, it's not out yet.
I mean, no, there's no video.
Don't highlight this comment. I don't think you should, but just let me answer it. William Lee at 8:31. Mm-hmm. Then you should get this book. Yeah, because I'm sure it will.
What Absolute does Jake need? Okay, I am down to
hold on
3 that are being reprinted. So I need Dark Knight Master Race. I gave Jordan those sweatpants. I need Dark Knight Master Race. He's probably going to grab it and rub it in my face right now. And I need Wow, I misjudged him.
What?
I thought you were grabbing Master Race to rub it in my face that I don't have it, but you were grabbing
Master Race.
Oh, you were. Okay. So I need Master Race, which is getting reprinted in a couple months. I need Arkham Asylum, which is getting reprinted in I think this month, and I need Transmetropolitan Volume 3. And then as for new absolutes, the 2 Scott Snyder Batmans coming out this year, and Mr. Miracle, which is my most hyped up book of the year.
I am gonna upgrade for Mr. Miracle.
Did you guys see how cool the slipcase looks?
Yeah, it looks really cool. Really cool.
I think I'm going to stick with my deluxe edition of Mr. Miracle. It is gorgeous, but I'm good with my deluxes.
Are you, though?
This is a good question. How are we? You know, I don't even think I have the deluxe. I have the trade and the standard size.
Oh, you want me to send you the deluxe? Wait, I might only have the standard size. I don't think I upgraded. True Graphic, good to see you. True Graphic's awesome.
True Graphic, I am doing good. Thank you so much for asking.
I'm fantastic this evening. How about you, True Graphic?
I'm here celebrating 5,000 with the Brave and the Boys, so I'm doing well.
Can't do that.
Okay, so my question, Jess, is when you did our show, did you ever think we would go from 100 subscribers when we interviewed you? Did you ever think we'd become real comic book YouTubers and get to 5,000? Like, could you tell we were good in our interview? Like, could you tell we were going places? Or was this a huge surprise?
Well, I think your growth is a direct reflection of how much work you guys put in. So once I started seeing how much work you guys were putting in, your growth didn't surprise me that much. But I also know that nobody had ever in an interview with me. I haven't done that many interviews, but and I know you remember this because I made a big point of it. Was you asked me one of the most interesting questions I've ever been asked in that interview. You like led off with it, and I thought, do you remember that question?
Yes, I still have it. As someone who is the personification of peace and love, how do you feel that your most popular video on YouTube is a teardown?
I don't know if that was exactly the way it was.
I've learned how to reword it better. Is that a better wording or is that a worse wording?
No, you got the point across. Yeah, I try and be positive about everything. And you were right. That is by far my most popular video, the Neil Adams omnibus, the Batman omnibus that now if you Google search it, I'm like the third thing that comes up in it.
I think when Penguin leaked that there was going to be a reprint, they probably just got blasted with your video until they took it off the catalog. And
yeah, but that was a really good question that I had never even thought about that before.
No worries, man. It is all love from all three of us. So
yeah, I saw that. I saw Muhammad made a clarification, and I understand that now, Muhammad. That's totally fair at 8:31. Yeah, that's totally fair what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of comics is we can all have different perspectives.
Mm-hmm. News Bluey, yes, you do have all of Frank Miller in Absolute. The only ones that haven't are technically Batman Spawn, and what is the other one? Golden Child, but those aren't currently available in Absolute.
And Superman Year One.
Oh, that's right.
As the resident Frank Miller expert on this channel, I'm glad that I knew that.
Yeah, the worst.
You made me read, Jordan. You made me read All-Star Batman and Robin for a review.
You know,
did that thing ever see the light of day?
It's still locked in the vault, and I almost deleted it the other day because I'm completely out of StreamYard memory, and I'm like, Jordan's never gonna do anything with this.
I have ambitions to do a very large project with it that I have fallen off of. So
okay,
it hopefully will come out next year.
Okay,
I'll say next year.
I thought this was a nice comment. Congrats on 5K. Your top 10 Superman video was integral into getting me into soups. I read each story on their list, and Up in the Sky is a favorite story ever. You inspired me to collect absolutes.
Wow.
That is so kind.
That's really cool.
And if you're interested, I just did 5 more amazing stories, which someone called me out in the comments. They're like, did you just read 5 more Superman books and then do a video? And I'm like, yes. Because the way YouTube works is if I were to do 5 separate individual videos on reviews of these 5 Superman books, I don't think they would do that well. So you got to package them up in a neat little bow for people, you know?
Yeah.
Bluey, hell yeah. You got it all. That's
and
everything.
May God have mercy on your soul, man, for trying to read those. But yes, Spooey helped me get Absolute Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder, or whatever it is, because I was gonna buy it on Hamilton and it was sold out, and then it went back in stock, and he let me know. So that
book does not deserve to be in an Absolute. God damn, it's horrible.
Oh, great question from our friend. What are the top 3 Absolute books in your collection? And what is the number 1 Absolute you want DC to release that has never been in that format?
I can answer the second question first. I want to see Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow released in Absolute.
Do you want that over the Jimmy Olsen book, or do you want the Jimmy Olsen book more?
In Absolute, I don't need that in Absolute. I'm going to stick with my trade paperback, but as much as I do love Matt Fraction's Jimmy Olsen, that is great. Let's see. My 3 favorite Absolutes.
Does Jordan even have 3 Absolutes?
I have 10.
Oh,
that's enough to do a top 10 list.
Yeah, I have exactly 10.
Dude, you should do a top 10 list on Brave Boys Beyond.
I mean, they would be my 10 top Absolutes because I bought them as Absolutes.
Wow.
This is
kind of hard to figure my top 3.
I don't know what this is, but I feel like they were resident because it was originally supposed to be more issues than it was. They cut him down to however many issues Woman of Tomorrow turned out to be. I think it's because Supergirl hasn't sold particularly well, maybe in recent years, but it's amazing. I would bet some money that we would get an Absolute if the deluxe sold well closer to the movie being released. I could see that as a very strong possibility, but they've been resident with giving certain Tom King runs. Like
reticent.
Is that the right word? Did I say it wrong?
Okay. Reticent. Yeah.
Reticent. Yeah. We're about to get our first Tom King Absolute, and that's crazy that we don't have one yet on anything.
But when James Gunn announced that he was using this Woman of Tomorrow book as a basis for a movie, everything sold out. Trade paperbacks, all the any copies of the comic, those things all sold out. So it does sell, and that's why they released the deluxe. So even though it'll be a thin Absolute, I feel like it's ready for an Absolute like next year, because
the art,
that book
right?
sold. Yeah, the art's amazing and the writing's amazing, but that book sold when he put it on his Twitter. Like, it went crazy sales.
To hit these quick things really fast, Jordan owns Sandman in Omnibus, so none of those Absolutes are Sandman.
I would consider upgrading.
Batman and Robin was never finished, if that's what you're saying. I believe the Absolute has all the issues that were created, right? But it just never was finished, right?
If I remember correctly, it does have issue number 10, which is the last issue, and then it has a little blurb at the very end saying how the series never finished. But yes, it does collect everything All-Star Batman and Robin.
You're right. No Tom King Omnis either, except for Grayson. And I'm actually reading Grayson currently. So it has been a welcome reprieve after reading all of that Chuck Dixon, Scott McDaniel Nightwing.
What happened to our 3 favorite Absolutes?
You were coming back. We were getting. Yeah. I'm ready. Let's go. Hit us with it.
Batman Hush.
Okay.
Green Lantern, Green Arrow. I guess they're calling it Hard Traveling Heroes. That one. And then I think Absolute Justice. Those are my 3 faves.
Okay.
Nice.
Mine are going to be New Frontier. New Frontier. I'm going to go Dark Victory. And just for nostalgic reasons, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Getting that signed by Marv Wolfman with Jordan was a really cool experience. So that one was fun.
Nice.
And one absolute I want them to release. I mean, if I can't say Woman of Tomorrow because Jess took that,
No,
I feel like Up in
Your
the Sky would be awesome. I actually think, even though I'll say the art is better in Woman of Tomorrow, I would still rather have Up in the Sky and an absolute, just because I love that story so much.
Jake, I would love to see an absolute of Up in the Sky and Batman. What is it? Universe. Yeah, as of one absolute, and it's just the Walmart giant sized.
That would be really cool.
That'd be sick if they just come out with their own version of it, like a giant size Walmart giant size or whatever. And it's like, it's just obscene.
My top 3 are an absolute cop out because I only own 10. It is New Frontier, Kingdom Come, and Batman Dark Knight Returns.
Wait, can I change mine? Okay, so we'll hit yours first. Dark Knight Returns is awesome, except for half that book sucks. New Frontier is amazing. And I'm going to take out Crisis. I'm going to put in Justice League World's Greatest Superheroes, which was the happiest of accidents. And I actually have to give you credit. You found Absolute Justice for me, Jess.
I did?
It was like, yeah, you did. You shipped it to me, and I from someone on the Facebook group. They had it at like cover price, and it was sealed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because the first time I ordered it, it came beat to hell, no slipcase. Like, I opened it and there was a cigar inside of it. But it is no longer the worst damaged absolute I've ever bought. I have something that beat that now. And then the second time I bought it, I opened it up and I'm like, what the heck is this book? And I accidentally wasn't paying attention, and I bought Justice League World's Greatest Superheroes, not knowing it was a different book. But I read that and I absolutely loved it.
It's a great book. Hey, did you see Tyler Smith's here at 8:33? Tyler Smith, comic book royalty. He's letterer to the stars.
8:33 evening. Congrats on the 5K. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks.
It gets hard because all the times say 5:30 for me, so I was like trying to find 8:30.
I'll switch it around for you. I know. I just reviewed a book that Tyler's company did the lettering for. He works for Comic Craft.
He also, if I remember correctly, I think he was the one that he made us our logo, because he's just a letterer extraordinaire. So
what? How'd you get him to make your logo? That guy's the real thing.
You don't think? And hey, we're the real thing. He saw something in us, and he said, "You know what? This logo is going to get you to 5,000 subscribers."
Tyler, what did you see? What did you see in them that nobody else has seen?
I think it was pity.
It was that's the pity font.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know he did your logo. That's really cool.
Yeah. If they can sell you a skinny year one, they can sell you Woman of Tomorrow. I'm trying to think what the skinniest absolute is. And even though they were longer, is it 3 Jokers? Is that the tiniest absolute?
It might be, because I think year one is 4 issues and Joker's 3.
Yeah. But I don't know page count on that. But
yeah, because the Jokers also came out as I think it was a double sized. But
at least year one, they give you 2 sets of them.
Well, that's why they sell you year one twice for the same price.
I honestly would just love an omnibus of Robin, Batgirl, and Nightwing year ones. Or I hope they reprint. Here we go. I was just listening to a live show, and Jake said we need a Brave and the Boys graphic here in the corner, because at the time Jordan had created us this horrid AI monstrosity.
It's what I'm wearing.
This was before everyone turned on AI. This was like the first week an AI image generator existed. Yeah. And
I was like, I gotta mess with it. There has to be a way to create Jake and I into a comic book form. And it pulled inspiration from Superman and Batman.
And then like a week later, everyone turned against AI. Justifiably so. I mean, I saw a quote that said, I want AI to do my laundry and cleaning, not my art. I want to be able to do my art while it's doing my chores, not the other way around, you know? And I was like, dude, we're going to get canceled if people see that our logo was AI generated. So luckily the legendary Tyler Smith took pity on us. And
that's a boss logo.
Now it's on a mug.
Killing Joke. I like Marcia. Yeah. I think that is correct. That might be the shortest one.
But Absolute Red Sun will be smaller than Killing Joke.
That's a good point.
When is that set to come out?
Woman of Tomorrow can happen and will happen. That's my prediction for next year. James, you can clip it.
My other thing too is it doesn't matter the size or how many issues are in the Absolute, because they can pad it with amazing extras that you aren't going to find anywhere else.
Yep. That's the benefit of year one. I do like those original colors to see the history of them.
Absolute Batman Night Cries would be awesome. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Scott Hampton's art really is good. That I think, yeah, that's a good call there.
Yeah, okay, so the interesting thing is when this leaked, they said it was deluxe edition, but there's no way we're getting for that price all three of them in paperback, oversized, in a box set. But what I did get this week is this. But I have a confession to make. OPB is shipping me out the Dan Mora cover on Monday, which I wanted instead, the direct market cover. And I'm going to return this to Amazon when I'm done with my overview and keep the Dan Mora cover from OPB. So, but Nightwing Year One was great. My next book was you and Tyler sold it on me. I got this book, which is
nice.
It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth, but I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for it.
She has for such a young person, she has amazing self-awareness. I think she wrote that when she was 24 or something. I did not remotely have that much self-awareness as she does. She is really insightful into what's going on in her life. It's a remarkable book.
Why do I feel like if we talk about Zoe Thorogood for like 30 seconds longer, Bunk's going to magically appear in the stream to tell his sweet potato story?
You know what? Oh, you got more to show, Jake?
Yeah, you can go. I have 2 left, but yeah, you're all set. But while you're doing that, can we talk about the burger bet? Did you get your burger? Are we getting our burgers, Jess?
From
Omni?
From Booster Green?
Yeah.
He just wanted to Venmo us money, and I said, that's
not the same.
I said, that's not the same, dude. Just keep your money if you're going to do that. You need to, send us a gift card from McDonald's or Five Guys or something. Show me a little effort. I don't want to have you just Venmo me money for a burger.
I think Cycle Cleveland has you too, like, addicted to the nice life of people door dashing you food. But Jordan, what this was about was we were doing a live stream with Illuminati, and someone said, if we ever get a Red Lanterns omnibus, I'll buy you guys a burger or something like that. And then the next day it leaked.
Hell yeah.
It was one day. But what do you got to show off?
Cool. Another book that most people wouldn't be ready to emotionally read is Blankets.
Ooh.
Now,
great book.
You may notice I got a little tag up there. I checked it out from the library, which was cool. I haven't been to the library in 15 years, something like that.
Yeah, the court order means he's not allowed to go to them anymore.
No. False. Jazz, why do you encourage him with laughter? You extinguish the behavior.
Come on, William Lee.
No,
you gotta order it. You gotta
get me a gift card or something, William Lee.
Get him an In-N-Out gift card that he'll never be able to use.
Oh, I'll be able to use that
when you come visit me.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
There's In-N-Outs in Northern California too, buddy.
Okay, so I have my last 2 is my Daredevil theme. So I got Shadowlands, much against the advice of Jess. But
well, did I really say that much about it? I said you don't need it necessarily.
I heard that the only good tie-ins to Shadowlands are the Daredevil main issues. That's what I've heard. But
well, that is true. Yeah.
And this last one, because I'm such a big Silver Age fan, I got Daredevil Volume 3. So
that's actually a pretty good run. That's actually got really good writing and really good art. So you might be positively surprised by that. Yeah.
Is it better than Superman Silver Age?
Yeah. Yeah. Which I did warn you about, that I was the only one excited about Superman Silver Age. But yeah, even I have to read like 3 issues from Superman Silver Age and take a break. And that's what I grew up on. So even I know how rough a read it can be.
Shouts out to our friend Sieto. Yo, congrats to my boys at the Brave and the Boys for 5K. So proud of you guys. Omnidog, stop following me.
Following you? Where am I following you, my boy? What are we talking about?
Won't a PayPal or is that? It's not. It's like it's the effort.
Yeah,
it's the effort. The easiest thing you can do. Okay, will you give William Lee your address for him to order it on DoorDash, or do you need a gift card?
I mean, if he wants to order me a burger to be DoorDash to me, that's fine. I think that's probably a little more extravagant than I would expect. I just send me a gift card to a nice burger place. You know, it doesn't.
Five Guys will definitely work. I have been obsessed with Five Guys because I found out you can ask for a side of their peanut butter sauce, and that on the bacon burger is phenomenal.
Yeah, I've had that before.
I'm not about that life, dude.
You like peanut butter though, don't you? Have you ever tried it?
I love peanut butter, but
dude,
peanut butter and burgers don't mix that well.
So you get a bacon cheeseburger with grilled onions, pickles, and that's it. And peanut butter. It's phenomenal.
Pickles and peanut butter? Are you pregnant, dude? What's going on there?
He is.
Okay, then you don't have to get the pickles. You can just get the bacon cheeseburger. But it like, okay, remember this? Didn't I get you Thai food for the first time and you had like Thai peanut or something like that? Like, and it was really good.
No,
it's the same concept.
Was it Thai food that we got?
Yeah, it was Thai. You had Thai food for the first time with me. And so yeah, when we get the burgers, should we just do a live stream of us eating the burgers?
That'd be good. You'll have to tell me. I think you're probably gonna have to mail, like real mail, but maybe Booster, they have a way that you can email us gift certificates.
There's gotta be a virtual gift card to find.
Yeah. That would be good. Then Illuminerdy, the 3 of us could it'd probably have to be an afternoon show for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't leave the house after dark. I'm
James,
totally
why
kidding.
did you hit me with the me pregnant? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know what you said. Shouts out to Corey. He's a fellow person from the OPB Whatnot streams.
Oh, nice.
Corey, are you the artist? I think with your last name Inking, you're probably a tattoo artist. So I think I know one of the guys in there is an artist. I think it's you. Jess, do you have the mouth harp? Can we get a little mouth harp to celebrate 5K?
Sure, right here, buddy.
Jake, bust out that Beastie Boy lyrics.
I don't know the Beastie Boys. Why did I lose everybody at Pickles?
Because I don't know. I think peanut butter on burgers is especially with bacon is good. I remember I had to eat one Lou on Omnibros. I think it's 2017. I think we might have raised money for or I might have lost a bet. He had to dress up as Harley Quinn, and I had to eat a peanut butter burger, but it had like relish and mustard and ketchup and stuff on it. It was really not good. That was actually a Five Guys burger. It was not good. I think pickles, I don't know, peanut butter and all that other stuff, that sounds really good. But dude, if you like pickles, pickle away. I like pickles on my regular burgers, but I'm not sure about my peanut butter burgers. But
have you ever had
your world, dude?
Have you ever had a peanut butter jelly burger? Or is that a bridge too far?
I think that burger had jelly on it too. I was supposed to suffer. And I think I threw everything I possibly could on it.
Was that different than when you did a fundraiser in the Wonder Woman outfit? Or was that the same time?
No, that was different. The following year, we did a fundraiser and we ended up raising $800 for comic books for kids. And we said when we did that Lou would dress up. I dressed up as Wonder Woman with I shaved my beard. My wife made up my face, and I had a Wonder Woman costume. And
should I play the Wonder Woman video for context?
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. I look good in it.
You do. This is for everybody. Let's see if I get demonetized.
Show it again. My goal is to fit back into that outfit.
I love the edge of the photos traveling. You can see it. It's so good.
We raised $800 for them, so that we were pretty happy with that.
That's awesome, man. Why don't we ever do, Jordan? We got to raise some money for charities. You know, what's the point of 5,000 subscribers if we can't be a force for good?
That's right.
That's a good charity too. They get comic books into children's hospitals for the sick and very, very sick children. They do really good work.
Jordan was like, let me sell these obscure trade paperbacks I don't want. And I'm like, dude, that sounds like so much effort. Just give them to the library or give them to kids. And he goes, I want to make $3 off this trade paperback.
I donated so many books to the library. And Jake is criticizing me.
I'm sorry, Spooey. Do you want me to play it one more time? This is my first live stream with ads. I hope they're not aggressive. But here, Spooey, I'll play it one last time for you. Oh, it kills me that I don't have that file saved anymore because there's a line on the side of you that I didn't get rid of properly.
Oh, I just noticed that.
And as like an editor, I notice every mistake that but okay. I'm getting better at learning how to love my previous work. You know, the other day I watched, because we just did a top 11 DC omnibus for new readers. So I went back to my original video, which is the first video we ever got over 1,000 subscribers, which was 10 DC omnibus for new readers. And I watched it. It had been like a year and a half since I did that video. And it's like completely different channels. It's crazy how much you can improve in a year. Mm-hmm. Like I was back when I would write scripts and I was reading off a teleprompter and like, I have no emotion. Like it's so inauthentic, but you know, it was like my first video. So you get better, you know?
Well, I hauled. Also, I see True Graphic at 540 says, Jess, you will be pleased to know that I'm selling my copy of Batman Damned. I think that's a wise move, True Graphic. You don't, I think that you strike me as a woman of impeccable taste, and that book, Peace and Love, it didn't vibe for me, as maybe Chris Balga would say. It wasn't my tempo.
Or as Jordan would say, it's not for you. You wouldn't gain anything from you. Dude, I love that. Was it Next Imaginaut sent me a long message in your Discord of like the most poetic review of Shade the Changing Man I've ever heard in my life. But it starts off with, I know that Omar and Jess were pretty dismissive of your like piqued interest in Shade the Changing Man.
I think it was me.
Like, yeah, and they were like, I know they were very dismissive of it, but I want to give you my review in case you're curious. And it's the most eloquent like review I've ever read of anything ever. And
yeah, it's an in joke, and Next Imaginaut didn't know that, but yeah, Next Imaginaut is very eloquent. He has command of the English language like crazy. I hauled, because Bunk and I are going to do for Crime Corner at the end of this month. This is a box set of Grand Odalisque and the sequel Olympia. I have not read these before. These are bunk recommendations, but they are European and they are crime books. This is Grand Odalisque. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it, but let's actually, and this is Olympia. I actually have not seen anything in this book. Let's see. Oh, wow. This looks pretty cool. You want to highlight me so I can show the art?
And
let me run your show for you. Yeah, so this is a crime. These are crime comics, and Bunk recommended them to me. We're gonna review this, and ooh, this is nice. Review this these two books and another book on Crime Corner. And so here's Olympia, the follow up. I don't know if it's a sequel. It might be a follow up. Olympia. That's kind of dark there. Yeah. So these are good Euro comics. That's one thing I need to focus on now that we've moved into the second half of the year is independent comics that Cycle sent me and Euro comics. So I got a full slate of books. These are nicely oversized and hardcover. This is a really cool box set.
It does look fun.
I love box sets.
Can we talk about my gripe with Discord for a second? Not Discord, StreamYard. Why is it when I highlight you and then I go back to unhighlight you, the first option is remove from stage? It should be like remove from solo layout first, because I feel like I kept almost booting you off the stage when I was trying to exit the solo layout.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We'll point it out next time we stream on Saturday. I have two last books. I have The New Republic Volume 2. Which is supposed to have the Thrawn heir of the Empire stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So a year ago when I got Volume 1, it was because I wanted Volume 2. And lastly, I got Tales of the Jedi, which is apparently even before Old Republic.
That's Next Imaginaut specifically recommended that book to me. So that's supposed to be really, really good.
I told myself that one of my collecting goals this year was no more out of continuity Star Wars books, and then I failed that.
And then you buy. Let's see here.
What do you think of Batman Ego and Other Tales? I've read parts of that book, but never the full book by itself.
That is a book that Jake actually owns, and he did buy, I think, out of print. Though I don't think they were out of print pricing. I don't own that book. But it was on my wish list for a very long time and never got it. Well, still in print.
That also includes Selena's Big Score, right? So
yeah, I think so. I feel like I own all the stories in different forms. So I don't actually own that book, but I own the stories in different books.
Also on Crime Corner, Bunk is super into wrestling, and I accidentally said it was like Stone Cold, like Steve Austin. And it just got him going for 30 minutes. And I was like, oh my gosh.
And when he gets going, there's no stopping him.
Nice. He called it the night he went to a club that was having some wrestler doing a DJ set.
Yeah.
And he was so jazzed.
Well, we reviewed a crime crime wrestling comic. Actually, it was more wrestling noir on the last Crime Corner, called Hell is a Squared Circle, by the same guy that did Chris Condon, who did that Texas Blood, and it was pretty good. But yeah, he's very much into wrestling.
The Venn diagram of comic book fans and wrestlers is very real, but I think wrestling was a little before my time.
Well, it's currently going on strong.
Selena's Big Score is yes. So I own it. I own it for on the Catwoman Omnibus, and I own Batman Ego and Other Tales. That would be a good absolute, right? Selena's Big Score. Have you guys read Selena's Big Score?
That's
I own it, haven't read it.
I own it, and it's signed by Darwin Cook. But I didn't actually. I did not get. That's how I bought it, or that's a friend traded it to me or something back in 2016, and it came with his signature, but I didn't get it. So I mean, it's cool that it's signed by him, but I didn't get to meet him, which would have been cool.
And Booster Green's in your Discord, right, Jess? So so we will we'll DM you our emails, obviously, that way. I mean, I'm sure James knows our emails. We could put them up, but let's just DM you privately.
Yeah, sure.
Just to be safe. Well, the last thing I have to show off is I bought a Nightwing Funko Pop.
Wow, those are still for sale, huh?
Honestly,
Pop?
I don't really collect pops, but sometimes when I'm doing a video, like a Batman video, and there's dead space on the table, I'll slap down the Batman Funko Pop just to like fill out the dead space. But yeah, it was just to fill out dead space for a video I'm doing soon.
Peter DeLuca at 556 has a question about Red Lanterns.
Yes, let's go to it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy to address that.
Wait,
have you guys?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Compared to Green Lantern Corps and John's run, well, those are two of the best Green Lantern books you're ever going to want to get. So it's. I don't even know that I could compare them, but because those are two of the best. But Red Lanterns is really, really good. Peter Milligan writes the first half, the first 4 trades, and it's very good. But then when Charles Soule takes over, it goes next level. And the best part is when Kara Zor-El becomes a Red Lantern, and it's remarkable. I love that second half of that book, and I had it custom bound. I'm going to keep my custom bind because I designed. When I say designed, I picked out all the covers and everything for it when I got it custom bound. But I'm definitely going to get this omnibus, and I might send it to Booster Green and have him sign it and say, "You win the burger bet." Love, Booster Green.
Heck
so
yeah.
It's definitely worth getting, Peter. It's really good.
Isn't one of the Red Lanterns a cat? Because you guys know I love cats. So
yeah, that's Atrocitus' cat.
I feel like Atrocitus' cat will be my favorite character. And when Supergirl's a Red Lantern, doesn't she have like a giant axe or something?
I can't remember that, but that makes sense. I mean, she could have created it with her ring. I can't remember that specific detail, but you know, that's the emotion of anger, and they find her lost. She's lost her memory and doesn't know where she is, but she has a lot of anger inside her, and it's just a cool run. You don't have to have Supergirl. I know the Supergirl New 52 Omni's coming out, and I'm going to get that too, but you don't need it to inform you on that particular story. It's just great by itself.
I got to be honest and say something a little bit embarrassing. I don't have any Green Lantern omnibuses currently.
That's okay. There's a whole
that's
world
not
out
embarrassing. There. There's an easy way.
Shelves are naked.
There's an easy way. Go to Organic Price Books and use your own code and get them all. There you go. That's a segue.
I suggested selling him my Green Lantern Corps omnibus, and then he can collect the Green Lantern Corps saga, and I can have the Green Lantern saga. And then if he wants to read the Green Lantern saga, he just borrows it from me and vice versa. Because I am so out of space that I'm just trying to cut down on future DC Omnis that I'll have to buy.
You did fill up your shelves pretty quickly.
Yeah, I might sell off a large chunk of my Marvel books, not because I'm trying to make money, but just because I don't have space. Or I'm going to have to get another set of smaller calyxes that I stack on top. Because...
And a ladder.
So yeah, we can reach the top shelf. Like Belle from Beauty and the Beast when she's on like that ladder with the wheels.
Yeah.
Exactly what we need.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Ollie's has some Batmobile car sets. And I would do that because I heart you, Jess. Oh,
I heart you back, Booster. You're a great guy.
There we go. Jordan can't do it because he's on a Windows computer.
Boo!
I feel like it crashes your computer when you make a hard edit.
My computer's doing just fine. Wow,
raining on your parade.
Really are. Peace of love, man.
What? What? It's like a wild. I should get the sound effect of a wild Pokemon incoming. But we have some friends of the channel. It's the whole Bunk clan.
It's Bunk and Young Bunk.
So this is Milo here, buddy. That's right. He's going to go to college.
Nice.
Milo, can you say congratulations on 5,000?
Congratulations, I found him.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
So, buddy, that's my friend Jake.
Oh.
That's my friend Jordan. Okay. He's also known as Thick Boy Jordan.
That's right.
And that is Omnidog. Omnidog, Jess Bragg.
Oh, the better Jess says yay Bunk.
The better Jess. Bunk, I was just showing off my box set.
Oh, you got Grand Odalesque and Olympia?
Yeah.
He's got a book too.
Yeah, he's got books too.
Wait, I have a book that'll make Bunk happy.
Buddy. Oh my God!
All kinds of books for you, Bunk.
Is this?
I like how we all had a Bunk. Like, we all had a Bunk.
Everybody just shows off books that make Bunk happy.
Yeah, that was the theme.
Because that's exactly what between the Zoe book, It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth. Oh, we also have someone else here who wanted to say hi, but she's being a little shy.
Hi.
It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth, and then Thick Boy Jordan showing off Blankets, which is, you know, I went on NMC and showed off as one of the books I think Infinity Jordan, as one of the books that I think every library should own, and just one of like the most important graphic novels, I think, with Blankets.
And really
the fact
is.
you got it from the library too is
From
just like
the library.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That is a book I have read so many times, and every time I read it, I get something different out of it. And Jake, I'm so happy for you to finally get the sweet potato thing.
When I bought it, I didn't even remember that was the artist you give a sweet potato to.
Jake, when you finish that, I want you to text me, because I think you especially will get like a ton out of that.
Yeah,
heck yeah.
I think you're right.
I can. How was mini golf?
Mini golf was actually really good. Not to bash, but because this guy wasn't there like he normally is, and I was just doing it here with Janie. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Is the cam microphone picking me? Oh, wait a sec.
Yeah, we see you.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We see you.
I'm realizing that all of my externals are not plugged in, which is why I'm so washed out right now.
I thought it was just like, I thought that was just your natural glow.
I mean, it is. I'm a pale boy. Jordan's thick boy. I'm pale boy Ben. But yeah, normally when we take this guy mini golfing, one of us has to be just like basically on Milo detail, and he was inside playing arcade games, and so like it was like we actually got to mini golf, and it was the first time that I've been able to do that in a long time, and it was great.
That's fun. When we go places, Jordan has to be on Jake duty just to make sure that I don't get in any trouble, because my wife has to do it so much that when we go out to places, he gives her a break.
Yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate your sacrifice there, Jordan.
It's okay.
It's plugged in enough. All right, let's try this. Sorry, it's been so.
Is he gonna switch to super tan when you plug the webcam in? Are you like a super olive tan skin?
If this picks me up, it's gonna like actually show my face instead of just being like washed out from the light. Because right now I'm just doing the inboard webcam, which isn't able to like pick up things. So let's see.
We can see you, Bunk. You're not going supernova.
Nope.
It'll take a second for color correction on this, but I should end up at some point during the stream being a normal color.
It's like the light is fading, but everything is getting easier to see in the background.
Yeah, it'll get there in a second. And then I'm on my USB mic, so hopefully I sound at least a little bit better.
That HDR though.
So Janie, you had said before that you always wanted to be on a video. Now that you're on one, what do you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know? You don't know?
That's funny. That was me too.
Did you have fun at mini golf?
Did you have fun at mini? Yeah.
Did you beat your dad? Did you win?
Yeah. Who won?
Well.
Oh, you want Milo off screen wants me to show off my action figures here. So this is apparently now Jester's Toy Box stream. So all right. So okay, thank you. So we've got. I am apparently the only one on Earth who likes the Cobra Kai X Power Rangers crossover. But
wait, there was a Cobra Kai Power Rangers crossover?
Yeah, man. So this is the Daniel LaRusso figure in the Power Rangers season 3 Ninja Rangers, and then this is Samantha, and I have he didn't grab it, but I also have a Johnny Lawrence, and then I have the Omega Rangers from the Boom Studios Power Rangers comic. We have Omega Yellow, and then being attacked is we have Omega Red right there, but not Omega Red from X-Men. And now Milo just got me Omega Black, and he got me Omega Blue.
Nice.
That's fun. I feel like if my dad had toys, I would never be allowed to touch them.
Well, so I've said this before in Omnidog streams, but honestly, like, my favorite thing about action figures is like being able to play with them with my kids. So I'm never gonna get action figures that are like set pieces, because like any action figure I get, I want to be able to incorporate, and if they can't be part of Gabby's Dollhouse or part of some other type of other franchise where they're going there, like,
can this be part of Gabby's Dollhouse?
Yeah, absolutely.
Buck, I would like to state the better the dad you are, the more it unravels Jake, and you just start talking about childhood trauma. And he goes,
Well,
I wish my dad would have done that.
I
for
was
me.
thinking I want to buy a copy of Jess's Iron Man with his head on it. I want an Iron Man Jess also. I don't want one with my head on it. I want it with Jess's head.
I mean, I wish just Iron Man head was my dad. I mean, like, that just sounds like, not like I want to play with that with my dad. I want that Iron Man to be my dad.
I'm gonna play catch. I'm gonna play catch with it.
Yeah, no, that sounds like the best solution there.
How many adopted Omni sons do you have, Jess? Because I feel like there's several people who call you Omni Dad.
What is Samantha LaRusso doing?
Also, why don't you have a Miguel action figure?
Because that is the last of the crossover figures. All of these, because like I said, I'm the only one that actually likes this crossover, I got for like sub $10. So Miguel is the only one I haven't been able to find for stupid cheap. So I have one eBay sale that with shipping comes to 13 that I have favorited, and the second that it's like the seller sent you an offer and it goes down, I'll pick that up. But yeah, Miguel is the red ranger in this series.
Nice.
Hello.
So fun. Honestly, the Samantha actress was my pick for who I wanted to be Lois Lane. I feel like she'd make a great Lois Lane.
I get that. I mean, I'm a little bit more of a Tory guy myself. I like.
So angry.
I wouldn't mind that.
I knew Hawk as a kid.
Did you really?
I went to church with and I was friends with his older sister. So he was like much younger. He was a little younger than me, but he was in my hometown.
Yeah, and he lives in Jake's hometown, which is right next to where I used to work.
Yeah, James, just post that in the chat right now. And then if you could also just put a link to where Jake grew up, that'd be great.
Yeah, my parents' address, because I like how James has a file of my parents' address, my old address, and my new address. All of our social security numbers, my mother's maiden name. Honestly, like James could bankrupt me if I had any money to bankrupt.
Jacob Bertrand is
figures.
No, I do. The only figures I get are like I have more Power Rangers figures than this. But the only time I ever pick up Power Rangers figures are when they go on like super clearance because I'm not an action figure guy.
Where do you?
Do your kids have a favorite comic book? Oh gosh, she's starting to put my parents' address.
Now we're gonna start playing.
Well, let's ask her.
What's your favorite comic book?
Hey,
do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite comic book?
What is there a favorite comic that we read together?
do you have a favorite comic?
Oh, I absolutely have a favorite comic, but they're asking about you. What about like Wonder Woman or the Bailey comic or Teen Titans?
Have you read Lilo and Stitch yet?
No.
No, but we've seen the movie. Did you know there was a Lilo and Stitch comic?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, Jake, who's right there, he talked, or I don't think he's talked yet, but I assume that he's set to talk to the person who's writing that one.
Oh gosh, my mom just said who has all my info.
Hi, Donna.
Don't
good,
Donna.
I promise.
Donna, I know it's scary, but I need you to know it's not just you. If you have anyone who's ever been on the internet, James has all of their info, so you're in good company.
Yeah,
Donna, he has my address as well. It's okay.
Well, that one was my fault because in the video where we ordered the same book from every place, I had just learned how to do the blur effect, but I didn't realize that it came in perfectly clear, then spun into a blur, and then spun out of the blur and was perfectly clear again. So I did that to Jordan.
Is that video still up?
Oh yeah, it has like 5,000 views.
Oh,
thank you. I feel better.
Oh, you mean the one where you ordered from in-stock trades with not the same criteria as everyone else, and then judged them because it was different than everybody else?
I go through the effort, Jess. I go through the effort of buying the same book from every online retailer, Deluxe Batman Who Laughs, and Jordan goes, "Hey, I'll buy the Deluxe Batman Who Laughs from in-stock trades, but I'm gonna throw on 3 other books in my order," completely throwing off the experiment.
Yeah, and then you're like, yeah, so listen, everything was good, but like I didn't like the way they shipped this book with the other ones, and it was like wrapped around, so I'm gonna take points off on that. And then you got in trouble with your comic shop because you were like, listen, the one comic shop I went to,
I gave them an F on accident.
I loved the guys. It was so cool. I'm gonna shout them out right here. But this other shop I went to that wasn't them was bad. I'm going to give comic shops a C. And this is, again, this C rating, and that's being generous. Here's that C comic shop I gave to. Keep in mind, if you're ever around them, they're only a C comic shop. And that's going to bring this video to a close.
Monk, say how you really feel, though.
That's what. Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
But what's your favorite video we've ever done and least favorite?
Okay, my favorite video that you guys have ever done. I mean, like I will say, selfishly, the most fun video you guys have ever done was the Jake's bachelor party video. That one. Yeah. All right, let me actually get a list up here because I've actually watched every video you guys have ever done, including the old podcast days. So
wow.
Bunk is an OG fan. We need a balance. So we have Jess, who hasn't seen a single video we've ever done, and Bunk, who's seen more videos than Jordan has.
I've watched or I've played every video that we've ever uploaded. I can't say I've watched them all.
Oh, super laugh hard. Oh, super laugh hard. Congrats on the 5,000 subs. And yes, we're all.
So my favorite video that you guys have done is going to be a little bit of a deep cut here, and it's one of the least performing videos, but it's the Three Jokers, a misunderstood masterpiece. I think that video was excellently done, both from just sort of a technical aspect and also like the look and take that you took to it. I think with what you did there, that was my favorite at a time that it was like the rest of the internet sees that, and it was just like, let's dunk on Three Jokers. You're like, let's.
That's a good video.
It was also the one video I've ever done an actual where I've said my thoughts and opinions. Every other video I go, this book is good, you got to get it. That was like my one review, and it was fun. But YouTube doesn't like reviews.
All right. As far as my least favorite, I'd like to say, for any other channel, I'd be like, oh, I love them all so much, but like, because I'm so comfortable with you guys, I have no problem dunking on you guys at all.
Rip into us. Also, my wife, if you're watching, what's your least favorite Jake video? Hit me with it.
I mean, so I'm gonna exclude all of the podcast episodes because it's like at that point you guys were basically a different channel.
That's fair.
And also like I feel like there's a cutoff point where it's like when you guys were first starting, because it's the room tour video is like the first one where you go from the podcast era to the modern one.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
That's when everyone said, hey, it might help if you look into the camera instead of away from the camera. And I go, oh, that's good advice. Because my first video, the camera's like this, and I'm like looking away from the camera. I'm too scared to look the camera in the eye.
Okay, no, you know what? My least favorite is how to read all of Watchmen, because that video should have been, okay, open up Watchmen, begin to end. And guys, that'll do it. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Jake from The Brave and the Boys. Behind the scenes is Jordan, and that's what it is. And then even with that, you didn't even mention that Rorschach exists.
I didn't have Rorschach, and it was too meta.
Mention it.
Yeah,
that's so.
I also
good.
cut out like a 5-minute section on the TV show, but lost to time, you know.
Yeah, so I would say the dunking in the comments that you guys took on that one was warranted. So
and if I remember correctly, Omnidog's favorite video is my favorite YouTubers, comic book YouTubers, but just the section that says nice things about him.
Yeah,
that's all I watched.
He's seen that one so far.
That's all I watched was my part, and then I turned it on.
He heard the Omar section and immediately unsubscribed.
To be fair, I saw you continually and whatnot ask David if he watched the OPB section, and he never answered that.
No, at the very end he said he did, but he was lying.
Yeah. By the way, you guys probably can't see, but this is
wow.
Yeah, it's the logo is a little bit misplaced, so it's hard to see. You know, because like normally you put something like that on these like rippling pectoral muscles.
We're gonna send you a new shirt. We're gonna do it. We're gonna send you a new shirt. Jordan will design it. Now, I was just learning graphic design back then.
That's so
also,
good.
I feel like at some point I got to give Tyler a cut on merch sales.
Now that you put that out there, he's gonna insist.
I also think I'm gonna start selling Omnidog hats unsolicited, like bootleg Omnidog hats
and masks.
Oh, I'll buy one of those,
dude, and the Omnidog mask where it's the dog.
I
face.
will not buy one of those. That is first. Yeah, no, that is really cool. I want no part of that.
Those look really cool. I will say those masks. They do look cool.
Yeah, fun times.
Well, I'd be up for selling T-shirts if I could figure out a way to give the proceeds to charity. I'd sell
if it
merch.
Makes you feel better, you don't make any proceeds. You make like it's all print to order stuff, so you don't have to buy any merchandise. And then if someone does buy it, you get such a slim cut that like it's not even worth it. The only time I've ever made money is as a joke. I made my wife's mom a shirt that said there's only one Alan, but instead of being Michael Cera, it was the original Alan doll, because she has the original Alan doll from Barbie and she loves the original Alan doll. So I made that shirt, and then for some reason for like 3 months that shirt sold all the time. And every time it was like, you sold a shirt, I was like, yes, we have a fan. And it wasn't a Brave and the Boys shirt. It was this Alan Barbie doll shirt that was sold. And I think I made like 5 cents a shirt sale or something.
So you can't price it as you'd like. You can't price it.
They choose the pricing based off what they sell their merch at. And but you don't have to put any money into it. Otherwise, what am I gonna do? Buy 50 shirts that never sell, and then I just look at this pile of shirts and get sad about myself.
That's what I'm worried about.
Here, you invest no money, and you get
and you make no money, and then people just pay money.
Get Zach, who says twice a week I drink coffee out of my Brave and the Boys mug.
It's true. I do. I have my Brave and the Boys T-shirt, which has like a Krang appearance for this logo, so no one can ever see it. I've worn it multiple times on camera, and it just looks like I'm wearing a purple shirt, or in the right light, a blue shirt. And then when I'm drinking coffee in the morning, I drink coffee out of an AI-generated Brave and the Boys logo.
You have the AI logo on the mug? No,
well, that one Jordan just showed us.
On one side, it's the modern TBATB, and then on the back side, it's the AI generated.
Yeah, I love the AI logo.
We're gonna get canceled.
It's so stupid that I love it, and that's the whole point why I wanted to make the logo that way. It's just I want it so dumb that it's good.
By the way, I'm scrolling back through the comments. I just put it on, and I'm seeing my guy Tyler. Which, by the way, Tyler, if you're still here, as always, hey, what's up? I'm so glad that you guys were here for a family conversation. But I'm seeing I just missed the wrestling conversation. So
oh my God, let him on. Sadly, we're all talked out, but we had a riveting conversation. It was tier rankings, our favorite characters, our favorite jabronis, our favorite heels, and it was a good combo. But sadly, that's all the time we allocated for wrestling.
Well, you know, I wasn't planning on going back and watching anything. Unlike Jake, I don't typically love to watch my own self back on replay. Like I know Jake does.
Am I really the only one that does that?
Yeah.
No one else watches their videos or their content?
Watching my own videos.
Why would I watch my own videos? I already know what the content is.
I was there when I made it. I know what I said.
And I'm watching myself on a laptop under the blanket, and I quickly switch to something else that's less embarrassing than.
And then he switches over to porn. And
hey!
My mom's in the chat,
and there's a little girl in the chat too, dude.
That's why I said something less embarrassing.
You know,
we already made all those jokes about Jake. Huh?
You have to release a shirt independently as a low print run, then Disney buys your brand and reprints it in a Deadpool movie, then the value of the original shirt goes to money.
Hey, no Deadpool spoilers. I'm seeing it on Thursday, so
I don't know that was a spoiler. I wasn't sure.
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm cutting off. Like, I'm putting a dictate.
Yeah,
no spoilers from here on out.
Good.
Yes. Look, she's trying to help it so the logo gets seen. Okay, I'm gonna order you. I feel like your kids need a Brave and the Boys merch also. I'm gonna brand your whole family.
I mean, I will say that BJ Kicks said that he was gonna send Milo a comics are dope onesie. That never happened, so I mean, I'll believe it.
I don't think BJ will stream with me ever again.
Jess, did you ever send Jess the clip from your
Jess has seen the clip of why BJ Kicks will never. We can't tell the story because of younger ears in the chat. But Jess, do you remember that out of context thing I said on accident when I was streaming with BJ? And I didn't realize what I had said, but I had said something really inappropriate on accident, and they clipped it. And here, I'm gonna send it to you in the private chat.
Okay, I'm not sure I remember that.
Okay, you laughed, but someone take the reins.
Once it gets sent to you, put your screen on mute and watch it. It's legitimately one of my favorite moments of comics YouTube.
It's fantastic. It's probably the best thing that's ever come out of Tabataba.
Make a shirt with Jess's face on it. Oh, we don't take that slander. He is a 90s comic survivor. He is a Silver Age Silver Fox.
Right on, ma'am.
He is a pre-crisis reader.
I remember when you said that. That's funny.
maybe we could run the gift card giveaway. What should the code be? Should it be Crowbar Jake?
Crowbar Jake, yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, so everyone in the chat put hashtag Crowbar Jake.
All caps or lowercase? You should put it up.
Lowercase. Here we go. Hashtag. What if I win the giveaway then?
That's not how it goes. You should just make the
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Now I might win the giveaway.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
Put it up as a banner or a something.
See, you do this more than me, man. Banner.
Put it up.
Create a banner.
While we're waiting on that, since we already missed the wrestling talk, I feel like I should probably just derail the stream with a magic card talk. I need you guys to look at this card.
Bunk, I'm setting a
20-second
20-second timer on. You can talk about magic as much. This is the timer I keep when Jordan starts talking about Berserk. We're gonna give you 30 seconds. 35 seconds.
Okay.
Talk about magic.
All right. So the most recent set just came out. It's called Bloomborough. It is absolutely delightful. Look at this card. It's called Jolly Gerbils. It is the most adorable mouse you've ever seen hanging out with a gerbil, and there's a little fish that's hanging out right there. All of this set is all about woodland creatures. The artist behind Mouse Guard, a fantastic series, did the art for a few of the cards here. It is wonderful. Anyone who loves woodland creature stories, pick this up. The end.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Jake, now clip that and put it on our YouTube short.
I don't do YouTube. I did my first YouTube short in 6 months this week. I haven't done a YouTube short. I used to do them every day. The fact that I have a YouTube short with 35,000 views and it's made me $1.
Oh, I like that one.
I love how you announced a giveaway and it 640 Chat Omnidog shows up. It's like anytime there's a giveaway, somehow Chat Omnidog knows how to show up for a giveaway. That's a cool one. That's unbelievable. Nicely done, Chat.
All right,
That's got to be just a running joke now, right?
Okay,
for Chat.
Chat Omnidog, right? Like, you think he comes in whenever it's like someone's alternate account, and he comes in whenever there's a giveaway.
Somehow he knows when to show up for giveaways. I don't even know if he watches my regular shows anymore.
Set us up with another 35
real
seconds,
quick.
Jake.
This is a magic card that is a bat and a robin. This is a Batman and Robin card in canon.
Nice.
You're rubbing in my face that Batman and Robin wasn't at Target.
Oh, how is Mouse Guard? I've heard of it.
Oh, Jane would also like me to. We are huge raccoon fans in this household, and this is a Gruel raccoon. I adore the art on this. This is wonderful. And if you're trying to time me out on this, Jane was the one who suggested I show this to you guys.
Jane can talk about magic as long as she wants.
Look at this raccoon.
I want to
Ew.
She can talk about magic as much as she wants. In fact, I'm going to make her a moderator in this so she can highlight comments. This can just be the Jane show.
Yeah, I know. I'll pick it up after.
You got to read the Lilo and Stitch comic, though. It's really cute. Let me show some art from it. So in this part, Stitch has been learning to draw. So he's drawing pictures, but he's not good with the words. So Lilo puts the words in. And it captures
Can we talk real quick about the...
What are you saying?
About the
I was just going to say the end of Lilo and Stitch, when Stitch is giving his speech about family.
Yes.
Like one of the most touching moments in any Disney movie.
Absolutely solid.
So good.
Wait, we have 40 people watching, but only 18 entries in the giveaway. Make sure to 41. Make sure to put hashtag Crowbar Jake.
There you go, Tyler Ohana.
But I feel like 10 of them are me watching by myself.
Or families. Yeah, 10 of them are just are like you recording, so that way you can watch later and you can be like, oh, give me that good Jake content. Oh, I love a good Jake video.
Has anyone ever said that?
Jake has
Sure.
You know
about
what?
himself.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
I have 5,000 proud subscribers, but I think 4,999 of them are Jordan fans.
You keep saying proud.
Yeah, it is. I mean, she is a older sibling that doesn't have parents, and she's doing the best she can. And the fact that one of the antagonists that becomes a friend is the Child Protective Services. Yeah. That is a rough movie.
Yep. CPS coming through as Bubbles.
Agent Bubbles. Which, in case you guys were wondering, Agent Bubbles is in this
Ving
book.
Rhames. I assume, but also like if you guys ever watched Pulp Fiction and you remember the lead mobster, that's Cobra Bubbles.
Oh my gosh, why does that look just like him?
Marcellus Wallace.
That blew my mind. Also, I'm assuming
I'm Marcellus assuming... and his wife, Mrs. Mia Wallace. There's a Vega. And how about Capella there?
Is your canon ending of Lilo and Stitch the old ending, Bunk, because you're so much older than me?
Before they censored it?
Yeah, before they censored the ending.
I mean, when they have the thing goes out, it's not a toothbrush, but it's like a corkscrew and like an actual like saw. I don't remember the ending change.
There was like one part where she hides in a washing machine. They took that out, and then they took out when originally the plane flies through a city, but because of things that had happened in early 2000s, they switched it to it crashing on an island.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't really remember those. But
same.
So one of the things that I will say, Lilo and Stitch is visually one of my absolute favorite Disney movies because it reminds me so much of the pre-rendered background RPGs of the PS1 era, where it's this beautifully animated series, but it's like where they have anything that's not going to be interactive on that scene gets a little bit of more like a more muted tone. And anything that's going to move there is like a little bit brightened up. And it reminds me so much of games like Chrono Cross and games like that, where it's like the characters are interacting on this background, but it's like anything that's going to be interactive is on the sprite layer, and anything that's on the background is like on layer 2. And it's just this like beautiful like situation where it looks like all of the characters are moving around along a watercolor painting. And I absolutely love that so much.
We have this fun joke, Jess, where I talk about Fable, the video game Fable, because to me that was a video game I played when I was like a little kid growing up.
Is it a fun joke?
But Bunk played Fable, I think in college, right? Or was it high school? And it makes
that came out like when I was
makes Bunk
old,
feel
and he was like.
Yeah, it makes Bunk realize the difference in our ages.
Yeah. So when he was like,
but I didn't mean to. I was just saying, like,
as a kid, and I was like, that game did not exist until I was someone paying taxes. And he was like, yeah, I played that as a kid, and I just remember, drinking like soda and eating bubble gum with that, and I was like, yeah, I remember filing my Schedule C's while playing along with that.
Fun times. But do you want to show us your favorite comic book? Do you have a favorite comic book?
No.
Okay.
Well, what about your Bailey comic? You remember the way that so that's up in your bedroom, so it's not down here.
You don't have to grab it. It's fine.
Most people know I'm a big wrestling fan. And we're a big wrestling family. And the WWE comic from Boom Studios is surprisingly good for the most part. It's like I would say it's pretty decent. Dan Mora actually did the art on the first arc, and he did the covers for all of those. But the third arc is called Women's Revolution, and
so Jordan wouldn't be into
surprisingly great. Because it's about women or because it's good?
Yeah, because it's about women. Jordan's not a fan of women protagonists.
What are you going on about? You literally have my favorite thing is monsters.
But anyway, so I picked up the third volume of that because it's about the women's evolution, and it centers on Bailey during her time in NXT. You want to go up with mommy, or do you want to stay down here? You getting tired? No? Okay. You want to stay here? Yeah. Okay. Just go. And it centers on the wrestler Bailey, as basically she was one of the 4 horsewomen of NXT, and how she and her friends were basically tapped as like the next big thing, but WWE like brought the rest of her friends up and left her behind, and it was about dealing with basically like the hurt and the devastation that comes with being part of that and then being left behind. And we actually met Bailey when she was here for SummerSlam, and we showed her that, and she was so cool, and she was so good with Jane, and it was awesome. I'll be right back. My AC just kicked on, and it's going to sound loud.
Will it sound better than talking about wrestling?
Seriously, right? Okay. Can we talk about all these people saying they were 23 when Fable came out?
When did Fable come out?
What was Fable?
Fable was on the original Xbox. It was from Lion's Head Studios. I forget the name, Peter Molyneux's guy or whatever. But basically, the whole point of the game was you could either make the good choice or the bad choice. So and if you became good, you had like a halo around your head and you looked very like heroic. And if you became evil, you started getting like yellow eyes or like devil horns.
Oh, cool.
And you go from childhood up to being like the biggest hero in the world. And you can do either swords, archery, or magic. And the magic system was super advanced for the time, but it was rated M because like it was very progressive. You could romance men or women depending on the men or women, which was like super groundbreaking for the time. But I saw the box, and the box has like the young hero looking at his reflection, and the reflection I think was split between good and evil. And I flip it over and it's rated M, but I wasn't allowed to play rated M games. But my aunt had taken me to Best Buy and said, you could pick out like 2 or 3 video games for your birthday. So I grabbed these and she goes, oh, M rated. Are you allowed to play these? And I'm like, oh, of course. Yeah. I play rated M games all the time. And
your mom's still in the chat, right?
Yeah, they gave up parenting me. Like they gave up being strict. They were strict when I was young.
They gave up parenting me. They set me outside. In
high school, I discovered like, things people love to do in California, and was like, yeah, I'm gonna just be a California burnout in high school. So, but I'm good now. They're proud of me now. So,
by the way, Fables, the first one came out September 14th, 2004, meaning Brown Miss 44, I was the same age as you were.
Which aunt was that? I'm not gonna rat out a friend.
A friend?
The fifth.
I'm not gonna rat out my aunt.
Rat her out. Come on, let's see what Don has to say about it.
It was my mom's twin.
Oh, your mom's a twin, huh?
Get back on there. So we figured out a solution for not being able to see TBATB because the logo's too low. James decided that he's going to be here, and I'm just going to stand up. So I'll just be like here flexing and just like doing, like all of that.
Great
but
idea.
Jane wanted to show everybody her Bailey book, and that is again a Dan Mora cover that's on there.
Nice.
Is it also good that when Bunk stands up and his face cuts out a frame of the camera, I prefer it?
I like seeing his daughter's face and his face cut off.
Yeah, that's a good vibe.
Your mom is miffed at her twin.
Statue of limitations. I wasn't like 6. I was like 10 or 13 or something. I don't know. I don't know how old I was when the Xbox came out, but I survived. It's okay.
5.
I'm surprised I didn't play that. I was really into the Xbox when it came out.
For me, I liked Fable and I liked Knights of the Old Republic. Those were my.
I played that. That was great. I love that game.
Classic. Except I was playing that on PC because I wasn't a filthy casual.
Now I play on my
my
iPad or my Steam Deck.
It's like helping to frame it. It's like showing the important parts there. We're just talking about like comic theory here. We're basically doing a live understanding comics by Scott McCloud over here.
You guys are all probably way smarter and better comic book readers than me. Do you guys ever get confused of how to read the boxes sometimes if it's like a weird layout? Or is that just me?
Do you have an example?
And don't say Promethea.
Okay, I was gonna grab. Yeah, I don't know, but like, okay, something is killing the children, for instance. When I first read that, like, I struggle to, like, sometimes I don't know if you're supposed to read like this way or like a Z. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like Tinian specifically, like a lot of his double page spreads, there's a question where it's like, and Bendis I think does the same way, where like there's a second where it's like you finish like your top layer of panels on the left side, and it's like, do I read like, because the image
do I read
is
to
like,
the right or do I go down?
And like you choose the wrong one, you start reading it like, I don't think that's right, but it's like, yeah.
Jordan, without a double page spread on that, like it took me a while. Like, I get it now, but I remember the first time reading something still in the children, I kept reading it wrong.
You know what?
I feel like Tinian and Bendis, I feel like with their page layouts, it's pretty easy to like guess wrong there.
The issue
part of that is just like, yeah. Like something
binding.
like that. It's like,
it's a binding issue?
It's
So
not even a binding issue.
Oh, you mean if it goes straight? You're confused if you go straight across or you go down?
Yeah.
It's like,
sometimes
it's
depending on the book,
grids like side by side, and it's not exactly clear because it's not even the binding. It goes there. It's like, do I continue down the left page? Do I go down the right? There's like, it's not like a page where it's continued image on the right where it's like, okay, I get these are two coherent pages together.
And sometimes it's things like it's back and forth of people's faces as they're talking, and it's the same thing on the right page or and below. So it you read it, you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense. So then you flip back to this page and read down.
It's the edge of the panels go to like almost exactly where the binding is. So then you'll lose those as your indicators that it flows all the way across.
Yeah,
okay.
You're not alone. Good.
I feel better. I felt like such a fraud. I was like, how am I supposed to get in front of a camera and talk about comics? And I can't even figure out how to read. My wife read Something Is Killing Children, had no problem. Yet me, I've read 100 times the comics she has, and I don't know how to read it.
I think skipping all the backstories in comics is what makes you a fraud.
Okay, the day after I said that, one of my pantheon of favorite comic book YouTubers, besides the three of you, obviously, is Sal from Comic Pop. And the day after I said that, he got announced as the writer for the backup issues in Dynamite's Terminator. And I emailed him. I was like, "Can we interview you?" And I'm just trying to scrub from the internet that I ever said I don't read backup issues.
That's I think isn't that on very fine condition though?
Who watches them?
Hey, what is I haven't heard this term before from Brown Mist 44 at
no scoping. So killing someone without looking down the scope of your gun. So you were just shooting and killing people without even having to aim carefully.
Oh.
So like the ultimate show of skill and disrespect is 360 no scope, where it's like
you jump around in a circle.
And then and without needing to like go down with a like you just like just fire without like going down the scope of the gun.
So it's considered lazy.
No. It's super skilled.
Because
it's
super
skilled.
Okay, you can have to look like when you zoom in on a video game and you see like it's gonna get clipped into a weird thing, but it's like you're able to shoot someone from far away without looking down the sight because you're that good at aiming.
Yeah, so you know when like Jim is just like double gripping and he's like that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a compliment.
James, clip that. Put it in some really bad context, please.
Please.
Bunk, I don't know if you've seen this. Is your daughter still watching? Because I don't want to show her a dark.
Yeah, she's upstairs grabbing some water real quick.
Okay.
God, that's so dark.
because I remember the whole like Crowbar Jake #no from an Omni Bros, but I never saw the stream in the context. So
I called in and said yes.
Were you just in the chat for that, Jake, or were you on the show?
I wasn't even in the show. All the other Omni Bros go, yo, like bring Jake on the show for this, and Jess goes, we won't be sending him the link or whatever. Like they were all like down to have me on, and Jess is like, no, he'll stay in the chat or whatever.
Also, Jess, can you explain for Donna that like that would never actually happen? It was all done out of love, and because Donna just after that commented yikes, and I was never part of that original thing, but I want to make sure that everyone knows that that is nothing but love and not an actual thing.
Jake explained earlier, but he can say again the text I sent him.
So Jess is a dear friend and a mentor to me. So we make the joke that I like to, sometimes we'll do streams together and I'll change my name to Kid Omnidog or some sort of sidekick variation of Omnidog. Like if he's adorable Omnidog, I'll be the even more adorable Kid Omnidog or something like that, you know, just forcing myself on as his ward or protege. And one of the Robins
there he is.
got killed by a crowbar because he wasn't listening to Batman and wasn't following the rules. So somehow we made this joke that I was going to get the crowbar because I wasn't following the rules or listening to my mentor. But after I made that video as a joke, Jess texted me and goes, hey man, you know I don't really want to crowbar you, right? Like I love you.
No. I said, Jake, you know I love you, right? And then you were all worried that there was going to be a
I know. I go, oh no, what's the but? And he was like, nothing. I'm just saying I love you.
Because I saw that and I was like, that is twisted. I really don't want. I mean, it's a joke, but then when you see it in that context, it is dark.
Jake sent it to me without context, and I thought it was hilarious.
What's that supposed to be?
That's like a headband.
Bluey says that is the darkest episode of Super Friends yet
ever. Or the darkest episode of Super Friends is when all the Super Friends decide to buy a shirt together, and then one of the Super Friends.
Donna, okay, he's off the hook.
Yeah, I'm so proud my mom learned how to send a YouTube comment. That's good. That's progress.
I've noticed she hasn't sent us a super chat though.
Actually happened in the movie?
No.
She has sent me plenty of super chats in my life. Okay, I think we should run. Okay, guys, let's do one last call for the gift card. # crowbar Jake. Put that in the comments and we'll run the gift card.
You know, there's probably a lot of comics that my daughter would love, and you know, if she doesn't win this, it's kind of like you're stealing comics from a child.
Yeah, Jake, you got to pay the talent.
She can pick between a Lilo and Stitch comic or a Brave and the Boys shirt.
Oh, she'll absolutely take the Lilo and Stitch comic. 100%. No questions asked.
We had oh my gosh, the vultures in the chat. There we go. That's my wife right there.
I should tell Isabel to join in.
Wait, wouldn't it be funny if my mom won the gift card? And
did she enter?
Hey, mom, put # crowbar Jake and
she would never.
I'm sure there's been a time in your life when I deserve the crowbar. I wasn't always the best kid.
Shout out to Mouse Guard. Everybody go read Mouse Guard.
Nice.
Is it good?
Mouse Guard is great.
Yeah, is it good? That's a good question.
Oh, it's great. Whenever I make a new video again, which is happening at some point, every time I think I'm going to do one, I have to be a parent and do things. But Mouse Guard.
It's not always your fault, man. Last time he texted me, he goes, "You know what? Like Jake, I feel really inspired. I just cleaned up my room. I'm gonna film a video tonight, and I'll film my section of the crossover video." And then the next day, he's like, "Yeah, we're out of power. Like our house is safe.
Yep,
but there's no power for a week."
And was that because of a storm that went through?
Yeah, we had tornadoes that touched down.
No, God just didn't want Bunk to create more content.
Near Cleveland, yeah.
I didn't see them. I want to see them.
Yeah, no, we don't want to see tornadoes.
No,
put it in.
You can
I
see
hope
movies about them, but that's it. Watch them on the Weather Channel.
I will say, my mom was a big fan of the original Twister movie. And my mom is one of those people that, like, when she likes a movie, she watches it every day. And so I have probably seen Twister more than like any human on earth. And in regular everyday like conversation. Well, yes, Grammy, not grandma, my mom. And so like in everyday conversation, I'll make the quote, "Don't hold the map, roll the map," and like nobody knows what that because it's a reference to Twister, and you know anyone but my mom is just like, "What are you talking about? I don't know what that is." But
my fun Twister fact is Twister was the first DVD.
There you go.
The first DVD ever made
was Twister.
Really?
What was the first Betamax?
I don't know what that is.
It was the format Fable was first made on.
I don't know what a Betamax is. Okay,
I
you guys ready?
Play Fable now. Is there a new version coming out?
You can get it when you and Bunk finally buy your Steam Decks, and then all 4 of us have Steam Decks. You can play Fable on your Steam Deck, or you can play Fable on the computer.
Yeah, I did that.
This isn't going to be another Stardew Valley nightmare, is it?
That was you had so much fun on that stream. You also you don't know this, Jess. I spent like $150 on the device that allowed us to stream, and then never again.
I felt bad that I wasn't into it.
All right, Milo is about to go night night, and he wanted to say night night to everyone.
Good night, Milo.
Night.
Love your album.
You say night night, everyone.
Milo goes to college. Love that album. Good job on it.
That's what he's named after. Even if thank you, buddy. Even if my wife, who is standing right back here, doesn't know that or acknowledge that fact.
It is true. If you have Game Pass, you can play Fable on your phone. Okay, you guys ready? We're gonna draw the giveaway. Last chance.
Hey, captain time.
Nice job.
Send us a chat or like a message us on Discord or Instagram or some way, and we shall get you your gift card.
And what is this a gift card? Where is it from?
A $25 gift card courtesy of Organic Price Books. Buying 1 or 3 books, save $2 with the code Braveboys. So it's like you're really getting a $27 gift card. But if you're buying 4 more books, not that you could afford 4 books with a $25 gift card, but you can save 5% with the code Braveboyssit.
Nice.
So
congratulations.
Thank you for JP for giving us that.
Well, very nice. JP being very generous as usual.
Right?
For goodness.
Shout out to James posting the Discords.
Well, that isn't for goodness.
Today, someone joined my Discord, and the first message he gets is James going, "Hey, you should also join the Omnidog Discord." And I'm like,
my guy.
And then my response was, "Do you do that when people join the Omnidog Discord? Because I doubt it."
Yeah, no. James is my guy.
Does he rep these around the baddies?
Well, look, sometimes and then he'll like throw them, but he only uses them on bad guys.
So I guess what we decided is that Jess is gonna play Fable someday, and we're gonna get Bunk a better shirt, and I'm gonna start selling Omnidog hats out of the back of a van.
Those look good. I really like those. I might if you do that, I might buy one.
Real quick, I see Rodimus is active in the chat. Rodimus, how you feeling these days, buddy? You holding up okay, man?
He's back in the hospital, but he said he might be getting released tomorrow, I think. But he's back in there.
Well, I'm thinking good thoughts for you, buddy, and I'm very much hoping that you get out and things get back to normal soon.
Is this a girl or a boy?
So that is a girl.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do another draw. We're gonna draw another winner, and I'll pay for this gift card. So
wow.
James P will do one and I'll do one. Okay, so I click draw again, right? And it'll exclude previous winners.
Yeah, you go back. Just hit the back button.
I can't just
there.
click draw again.
The top
Hashtag
left.
pay it forward.
You need to set it up.
Pay it forward. Whoever wins this, pay it forward.
Well, can I do the? Well, hold on. Can't I
start...
do? I can't just click draw again.
I guess you could. Yeah,
hit it.
And then if Justin wins this one, then just
I think there was a setting that I clicked on that said exclude previous winners.
I saw your face.
You did see my face.
Oh,
Super
oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Sonny is
ship OPB
getting
books
a
there?
book overseas.
Heck yeah.
That's gonna help pay part of shipping for Sonny.
What happened? The guy.
Oh,
Sonny, you got Zell.
so his
Congrats, Super Laugh Hard, one of the great people. Great.
Are
person.
Are all three of us committing to not buy the Batman and Fugitive Omnibus in honor of Super Laugh Hard? We're keeping our deluxe editions. Right?
I am. Yeah,
Water at you, Daddy.
Heck yeah.
I'm definitely.
No,
Jordan, you're staying awfully quiet.
Huh?
Commit that you're not gonna also get. You're not gonna double dip with that omnibus.
I have absolutely gorgeous Eagle Moss Batman Fugitive books right back there.
And that's all you'll ever need, right? You don't need the deluxe edition.
And that will probably maybe be all that I'll ever need in my life, possibly.
Now I'm gonna change your places.
I'll let you know that in the future.
Hey, while we're talking about Jordan, can we get a shout out for Brave Boys Beyond?
Yeah, BBB or Bubba Buff for short.
Did you know we have a sister channel, Jess?
I did not know that.
No.
It's called Brave Boys Beyond.
And what happens in it?
Oh, what happens on Brave Boys Beyond stays
camera.
on Brave Boys Beyond.
Jake's been suppressing me for too long, so I had to start a side business.
Oh, that's what this is. You get to break out on your own and he lets you talk.
That's right.
Yeah.
He lets me talk.
In the background of every Brave Boys Beyond video is me looking at the timer.
I need to get a timer.
James with the link.
No, I think Jess needs an hourglass. Like a sand. What are those sand like timer things?
Yeah, hourglass.
Yeah, hourglass.
Hourglass. When Bunk starts talking about wrestling, he gets an hourglass.
That's so good.
Are you kidding me? When I start talking about wrestling, that's when all the viewers come to the Omnidog channel. And the second that I stop, they all drop off and the live chat stops going. When I start talking about wrestling, that live chat pops off.
Give me your opinions on Randy Orton.
Jess, have you still not read Do a Powerbomb?
I haven't.
Do a power?
Keep meaning to.
So good.
By the way,
I'm waiting
Jane,
for the deluxe.
Jane wanted you guys all to know that we have been to wrestling in person together.
Nice.
What? I think you sent me a picture.
Yeah.
So I saw that.
We had the same shirts. It was great. It was super fun.
Nice.
What was your favorite to see?
My favorite to see that we went to. I mean, I liked when we saw Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
You know who's not my favorite?
Well, it's Raquel.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should tell them our favorites.
We should tell them our favorites. I think they just heard our favorites. Did you guys hear our favorites?
Yeah.
Can my favorite also be Raquel?
Your favorite absolutely can be Raquel.
Raquel's the best.
Awesome. We're waiting for her to come back, and when it happens, it's going to be amazing.
Who's the one with the farm?
That's Liv Morgan, who was a former tag team champion with Raquel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And they are like legitimately like real life best friends, and they're like super cute together, and they're amazing.
My favorite's The Undertaker.
There is a video game. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, we're talking about women wrestlers right now.
My favorite is Tori Wilson.
Is that a wrestler? I don't know. He could be making up names.
That is a wrestler from the 2010s.
Yeah, my favorite's bombastic Betty Buford. She's the best.
Nice.
What's your favorite female X-Men? The one that's like Boom Boom or something?
Mine?
Yeah, your favorite female X-Men.
Emma Frost.
But wasn't there a new one that you liked, like Boom Boom or Bow or something like? like
I like Boom Boom.
Yeah, Boom Boom. I feel like that's
they're cool.
Yeah, Boom Boom's. I think I don't know who. I've never read anything, but I'm just committing that she's my favorite female X-Men.
They're more like New Mutants.
Is that Boom Boom?
She doesn't go by Boom Boom because this is Next Wave. But yeah, that's Boom Boom.
Boom boom.
Oh yeah, that's the version Warren Ellis wrote.
Can someone map me a Boom Boom omnibus?
What?
You want to do that for him, kid?
No. Hey, where are you going?
Just right here.
out of the camera.
So
Jane, what's your favorite TV show?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, that's a great figure with a couple of head swaps.
Yep. So she's got the default one is with the bubble gum.
Nice.
Is she a villain?
No, she's a good guy.
Wait,
And
she comes with a foot?
Yeah, if you get all of the ones from this, you can make a full Wendigo.
What's a Wendigo?
Looks like
Isn't
that.
that an old car? Oh no, that's one at Bego.
Yes, he's a bad guy.
Jane, did your dad show you the Bluey drawn by Jim Lee?
No.
Sounds intense.
It was a prank. Jake thought that somebody paid $10,000 for
32,000 or something. It was something obscene.
32,000 to make the worst Bluey ever made.
Hey, it was Bluey with a lightsaber.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't know who this is, but I hear it's Bluey.
Bluey.
Hashtag. Yeah, Jane would like to show off her.
Oh, nice.
Me and my wife like watching Bluey because the episodes are long, like 8 minutes long, so we don't have to commit to fully watching TV, and it's just enough TV show while we're eating dinner.
But
Have you seen the minisodes that just came out? Or
I watched the
a few months
first
ago?
minisode. I haven't watched all of them, but honestly, after the last episode when where they're possibly moving, I'm not emotionally ready for more Bluey.
Yeah, and you also watched that out of order. So
Yeah.
you watched...
I skipped an episode. Why do I always do that? You remember when I read Lazarus?
You don't read backstories? What's going on here?
Yeah, we watched the newest episode where the whole thing is like they're moving, and I didn't watch the episode that tease up that they decide they're gonna move at the end of the episode, and it like has so much more context. It was like when I read Lazarus Volume 2, 3, and 1.
Yeah, I remember you messaging me after that. You're like, yeah, I really liked it, but Jess was like, I can't believe that they just went for it. I feel like some more buildup would have been good. And I was like, are you kidding? Did you not see the episode before that showed that they were doing that? You're like, wait, there's another one?
I did it again this week. Do you guys want to hear about it?
Yeah.
So I wanted to read, I've been reading a lot of Nightwing. And I wanted to read Chuck Dixon's Nightwing Compendium, but I've been enjoying reading digitally more than reading physically right now if it's not oversized, because I can just read on my bed or relax on the iPad. So I on the DC app, there was the 7 Nightwing Volume 2 trade paperbacks, right? And the first one said, remember there was the mini series, the mini series by, was it Dennis O'Neil? That started Nightwing, right? And then so I go, okay, Chuck Dixon must start in Volume 2. So I started Volume 2, not realizing that you're supposed to read that mini series by O'Neil, and then the rest of that trade paperback was the beginning of Dixon's run. So I jumped into Dixon's run in the middle, and I didn't realize it, so I read that backwards. I always do that. I don't know why.
It's called The Legend Times of Scrooge McDuck.
Guys, I got to hop. I just found out via text that I am in charge of cleaning up all the dinner dishes that just upper management is going out of town for 3 days, so she made 3 days worth of meals for me, which is very nice of her. And now I need to go clean up the dishes, and I'm gonna have to hop because
thank you for being a part of this, though. This was a blast, man.
Thank you for inviting me, and congratulations on 5,000. That's awesome. That's astronomical growth. Amazing.
Thank you. This means a lot, man. Both of your advice and mentorships have meant a lot to me.
I'm so glad. And you can catch me on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube. Peace and love. Good to see you, Bunk. Jay, Jordan.
Can you say bye-bye to Omnidog?
Bye.
Can you
Bye,
say bye,
sweetheart.
Bye, Omnidog.
Bye, sweetheart. Nice to meet you.
You say nice to meet you too?
Nice to meet you too.
Show her the mouth harp before you go. Hit her with the mouth harp.
Yeah.
One
Come
blow
on.
of the mouth harp.
Play yourself
All right,
out.
Listen to this. Listen to what he's about to do.
What?
That was
Mouth
the weirdest didgeridoo
What do you
I've
think of
ever
that?
heard.
Didgeridoo.
It is cool, huh? All right. Later, buddy. I'll catch you soon.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks, guys. Congratulations again. And thanks to the chat.
By the way,
Chad
Jane
really hits
just
differently.
noticed my box that I keep on my bookshelf
Oh,
of
yeah.
Complete Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck, and so she wanted me to show this to the chat.
Ooh. Does she get to keep your coin? Does she have the coin?
Does it? You tell me. Does it have the coin?
Yes.
Yeah, she was feeling it, and she's like, "Ooh, it feels cold."
Put your face on it.
I will. She's asking me to put my face on it, so
It feels
Sounds
nice.
cool.
Can
Yep.
we play the fun game where we open a random page of that book and we hope we don't get canceled?
No, actually, you know what? Let's play a fun game. So I did this for one of my random videos, but it's 5,000. So let's have some fun.
Okay.
So
How much money was that?
we're not going to talk about that. I don't know if anyone heard, but she just asked me how much
I
money
heard.
was that, and that's not something we talk about. On
Wait,
this
should I grab my copy so that we both have our
So-
copy?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Did I disappear? Am I here?
No, you're still there. Yeah.
You're here.
Okay, cool. You guys disappeared for a second, which usually means my my internet went out. So instead of opening a random page and trying to get collected, let's celebrate our collections. And guys, walk over to a random part of your collection, close your eyes, grab a book, open it, and just like talk about a page that you have, or like a random book that you.
But I haven't read any of my books.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly. But you've still made plenty of videos about them despite not having read them. So we know you have plenty of experience on that.
If we're gonna do that, I need to know DC or Marvel because my
whatever
bookshelf is
you want to do.
separated. Oh, okay. Off I go.
I'll tell you what, Jane. From all of these books that you see through here, so these books, these books, these books, and these books. Go choose a book for me.
Okay. Except for the Bailey book.
Yeah, we're not. Bailey's gonna be over here.
Oh, Ghost Spider. Wait, is it all stick together? Nah, maybe too big.
Okay. Then choose a different one.
I want something that's small.
I have got my book selection.
Dad, what do you think will be good for me?
Whatever you want to choose, kid. You want me to hold you up?
Yeah.
All right. Look,
This one.
grab it.
I've never seen Bunk have this much shirt on in a live stream before.
True.
Can I sit on the?
Sure, go for it.
Yay!
All right, Bunk. What do you have there?
Okay, so you know how you were like, I'm afraid that people are going to call me out for not reading my books? This is 100% one of those books because I let Jane pick out, and she chose Silk. I have a few trades of Silk. I've heard Silk is really good. I have not read any of it. I know nothing about Silk except for the fact I've heard it's generally pretty good. But the fact that I'm putting myself on blast here and exposing myself as someone who has 3 volumes and the Clone Conspiracy, which has more, is the motivation I need to, you know what? I'm actually going to read this because I've heard it's good, and then I just kind of collected and put it on my shelf, but now I'm going to read it.
But like, how long is that book?
A while.
Um,
I've had this for a while.
No,
this
Okay.
is oh, you
Like
can go.
years?
Oh no, I'll say
Few
okay,
years.
Jake, go for it.
no, how long is the book?
Oh, it's only like that big.
Uh,
So it's not very long.
No. It's
okay.
not.
So
Aren't you gonna read
This
it?
was an issue that kind of blew my mind that I read a few days ago. Basically, the previous issue ends with Nightwing getting doused with a lethal dose of fear toxin. And the whole next issue
This one.
is his fear, but his fear is that he has a soul-crushing... Oh, my bookmark fell out. A soul-crushing mediocre life. So, like, he's married and he works at a company where, like, Bruce works at the company, and Bruce picked John Paul for the promotion instead of him. And things just come easy for Bruce, and his kids don't behave. His look at like how depressed he is. But it's all drawn with that Scott McDaniel art that just is so unpleasant for me, and so horrible to look at with the weird coloring. Like, look at this face. That's John Paul, his new boss, and he's just super mean to him. Like, he's like, I'm feeling sad, and he's like, I got a suggestion for you. He's like, really? What is it? He's like, go home. So,
I mean, if my boss told me to go home, I'd be very excited about that.
Like, look, this is him. This is him crying.
Oh yeah.
Look at how angry he is to Nightwing.
Go home, do chores.
I don't think my boss could tell me to go home and do chores.
At one point, he sees his wife hanging out with Roy Harper. So
that sounds like a nightmare.
This is his face when he finds out that she's hanging out with Roy Harper. So let's just say he was speedy. And I don't know what it is. I can't do this art, but I'm trying to read as much. I'm trying to read all of Dixon's Nightwing run, and it's just, to me, this was like hilariously bad, hilariously funny, hilariously good, and I just loved it. So that to me was fantastic.
Solid.
Right.
Bunk,
Cool.
am I supposed to pick a random page?
I mean, it's up to you, but I will say a Fifth of Jack did call you out and said, Jordan, that wasn't random. Lol, Jake is thinking too hard about it. Bunk is true random.
Okay.
Chaos, baby.
That's true. You have a child that picked yours, though. So, I mean, that was a variable that we can't account for.
I thought about asking my wife to come pick a book for me, but then
so
I'm sure it would have...
A Fifth of Jack is somewhat correct because I had an idea of where I was at, although I did pick the book 100% at random. So I
also,
let
me guess. Is it written by Frank Miller?
No.
Thank you. Rodimus did say Bunk needs a TBATB tank top ASAP.
True.
Would you prefer that instead of a t-shirt?
I mean, you just commented on the fact that I've been wearing a t-shirt and you're like, that's too much shirt on Bunk.
Yes, too much shirt.
Yeah. It'll be a deeper V than what Tyler was rocking that one night.
I mean, I'm game. You send it to me. I'll wear it. I'll make a video in it.
Sick. Okay, so mine is Scott Snyder's Batman Volume 2. I took the dust jacket off. I mean, backstory behind it. This is the latter half of Scott Snyder's run. There's, I guess it's not really spoilers at this point, but a lot of things happen in the sense that Batman's no longer Batman, or Bruce isn't Batman. We have a replacement. Bruce also has a forgotten memory. I opened up to a random page. I'm not going to show this on screen because there is partial blank. So I'm going to open up to the second random page. And that is going to be this page right here. Which, I'm going to be honest, I do not remember this scene at all. I have gone through and read all of Batman New 52. There is a lot of ups and downs in this run. The beginning is considered to be some of the best. This is going to be one of the later issues where we have a villain called Bloom, which is Scott Snyder's creation of a villain. Bloom didn't really hit that hard for me, so there we go. Yeah, Bloom was probably my least favorite out of all of the Scott Snyder run.
I'm getting the look from my wife, which means it's time to close this down and get everybody ready for bed for the night.
Oh, okay. But thank you for being a part of this, man. It was awesome meeting your family.
I will say, since Jordan is bringing up Scott Snyder Batman, I have to say one of my least favorite books in my collection. Now, this would have been slotting around Volume 1, but Night of Owls, which is the crossover that takes place during City of Owls.
Don't you own that in an absolute, though, and it's your least favorite story?
No, I love Court and City of Owls. Like, that's great.
Oh.
I'm saying this is the Night of Owls crossover. So this trade paperback right here is all the stories that took place across not just the Bat titles, but like all of the other titles during the attack. And for the most part, they're pretty awful. Like in the Red Hood and the Outsiders one, which is done by Scott Lobdell, who is not one of my favorites. Let's just say that.
As a writer or as a person?
Yes. He writes about how basically like Jason Todd like super cools this Talon, who is like this brainwashed like killer. And he's like, hey bro, you don't want to do all this murder stuff. You want to come out with me and be cool. And like, we'll grab a drink together and we'll hang out on the sidewalk and we'll be cool. And the guy's like, oh, I never got a chance to re-examine my life. Oh, you're so cool, bro. And like all these other ones, like, this is such a dumb crossover. And there's like 2 good crossover episodes here. Like Gail Simone writes a great Batgirl episode. Kyle Higgins writes a good Nightwing. What is this? A crossover episode? Yeah, Mr. Peanut Butter here.
What? How did that come?
Kyle Higgins writes a good Nightwing, and the rest of it is like.
Does she want to see the Jess Wonder Woman video before she goes to sleep?
You want to? Well, you tell them. You want to see it?
Yeah.
She
has no idea what that is.
She's gonna have nightmares now.
Couple more minutes. Okay, we got a couple more minutes before we got to go to bed. So, while you still have Bunkin family, what do you want us to do?
What was the first comic you shared with her?
Do you remember what the first comic we read with you was?
No. Do you remember?
I want to say the first like actual comic we did Teen Titans Go, we did Tiny Titans, we did
I remember that one. No, I think it was like a team, not just like the Titans.
We did Narwhal and Jellyfish.
Can I get a top 10 Narwhal and Jellyfish list?
Yeah, so I would say Narwhal and Jellyfish form a posse. Narwhal and Jellyfish read the best book ever.
Oh yeah.
Narwhal meets or Narwhal and Jellyfish meet. We only have the first volume, so it's those 3 stories, so it's pretty easy.
And it's like one party, like.
But yeah, those books are super fun. They're very silly. They're a lot of fun.
Do you have a comic that you are excited to share with her when she's older, like one that you're looking forward to her reading and when she gets a little bit older?
I mean, the day that we can read Bone together is one that's super exciting for me. Like that's the one.
I need to get a gif of Holt going Bone whenever anyone mentions
Bone. Bone.
The origin of our friendship is me being fake. Jordan posted that Instagram photo of Bone, and I said you should have got the color edition, even though I've never read Bone and I don't own it.
What's up? You're not scared of anything? No?
It's braver than I am.
I'm scared of a lot of things.
Yeah. It's not about being scary. It's just, we'll read that soon. But I wasn't older until I read it, and I think it'll be good to read a little bit later.
It's like a roller coaster. You want to make sure you're the right height for it.
I mean, she's pretty tall. She's able to go on roller coasters, like height-wise. I don't know that she's necessarily ready for right now.
Jake,
but
she's probably taller than us, bud.
Was there a trick into sharing your hobbies like wrestling and comics with your kids? Because I feel like sometimes, like, if, for instance, if my dad tried to share something with me like sports, I was like the complete opposite. I was like, I don't like anything that he likes. So was there, like, how did you share your love? Like, was it just like they liked it because you liked it, or was there like a way you tricked them into liking it?
Yeah, I mean, I never like tricked them into liking anything. Like, honestly, I would say, like, in the case of wrestling, it started like there was a movie we watched that was called Rumble. That
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, the Boom Boom movie.
Yeah, but we can't watch it anymore.
I know.
X-Men?
I want to watch it.
But she watched that when she was younger. No, it was
not scary.
it was just like this.
Shouts out to Comic Tropes. These guys seem like brave boys.
Whoa, going back in the history right there. One of the drivers, one of the reasons that Braveboys hit 5,000. What's up,
What feels so cool is that
by.
he did our show to talk about his awesome variant cover for Vampirilla and Dynamite, and now we're sponsored by Dynamite, and we got free comics for them. I'm hiding the non-Lilo and Stitch Dynamite covers because your daughter's in the chat.
Yeah.
But she can see Hades. So I really hope. I think Chris said he might be a part of our crossover video. That would be awesome, and I would love to do a show with Chris from Comic Tropes again. And I'm not sure if you saw it, but did you get to see my list of my video on my favorite comic book YouTubers? Because there was a part for you. So I hope you get to see that. Shouts out to Day. I'm late, but congrats on the 5K. And Bunk, you're amazing.
If I ever made a video, period, because I haven't made one for like half a year at this point, Day would like 100% be on my list of favorite comic book YouTubers. Like Day is was right there. He has more pure love for comic books than I think anybody on the internet.
You're not interrupting anything. We love to let the chat lead the conversation. And Day probably the best smile in collected editions, right? Comic books, right? Like, look at that smile.
You're also like talking about a guy who loves comics so much that he can't get through a sentence while talking about them without getting so happy he bursts into song. Like, I was a musical theater kid growing up, and like the whole theory in musical theater is that you present a play, you present a set of circumstances, and when the emotions get so high, whether it's joy, romance, anger, anything like that, it's like a song breaks out because the only way that you can express that emotion, because it's so intense, is through song. And I feel like that is Day, just like his love of comics. It just like as he's reading and he's talking about them, he's like, regular words cannot express how much I love these comics, and I just need to burst into song right now all the time to explain my love of them. And it's like, that is
why does that song got to be about Injustice, Evil Superman? Kal-El should be a hero.
Injustice is amazing.
No, I mean, honestly, like Injustice, like anytime anyone is ever like, hey, I'm interested in learning about Injustice, like, yeah, if you think this might be for you at all, like, go check out Day-Day's videos. And if you don't want to check out Injustice, I don't know what's wrong with you.
They solicited Injustice 2, but they didn't call it a volume 1. I doubt they're going to put 70 issues in one book, but that would be wild. And I would love to hear Day-Day's song about it when it comes back, if he ever makes a return to YouTube.
I mean, the idea of Injustice 2 volume 1, I think, is just very funny in general and like very comic booky.
That is great. Okay, I think we should probably call it for the night, right, guys? You gotta get to bed.
Super moderator James Abel does have a legitimate request that probably we should honor.
I'm getting the wrestling timer again. So Liv Morgan, she's the daughter of Aerosmith.
Hey Janie, we're talking about Liv Morgan. Do you think you could tell them about Liv Morgan? All right, can you
break into song? Can she sing a song about Liv Morgan?
All right, can you tell them Can you tell them about Liv Morgan?
Thinking of facts.
Yeah, thinking of facts.
She's a wrestler, but she's not. Who was our favorite wrestler? Roxy or Roxanne or I forget who I decided my favorite wrestler was.
News Bluey, that was the same thought that I had.
So, Janie, who did Liv Morgan used to tag team wrestle with?
Raquel.
And why was that so fun? So look ahead. Look there.
Because I can't say.
You don't know? Okay.
I can't give
All right.
encouragement.
It's fine.
Jake can.
It's fine.
Look,
But do
you
we
want some
like Raquel?
fireworks?
Yes.
Okay. Can we give thumbs up to Raquel?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. We give thumbs up to Raquel. We're feeling a little tongue tied on how to describe her.
That's okay. But I definitely will send you a Brave and the Boys tank top, and I will send you guys a copy of the amazing Dynamite Lilo and Stitch by Greg Pak. And I don't know, I'm gonna butcher that name. I don't know how to pronounce the artist's name. I'll zoom in really close, but we'll get you a Lilo and Stitch comic. But you have to read it before your dad, okay? Don't let your dad steal your Lilo and Stitch comic.
Okay.
I don't get to read the Lilo and Stitch.
No, you can read it after her, but she gets to read it first.
A fifth of Jack? You shut your dirty mouth. You don't know what you're talking about, and do not speak bad about my girl Liv right there.
You shut your mouth.
What? What?
Wait, one last question though before you go. I have a question since you'll be the recipient of this when I replace this. Are you going to be able to repair this? This absolute Promethea that is
wrecked.
Is it the slipcase or is it the book itself?
I think the book itself is fine. See?
Yeah, the book itself seems fine. I mean, as you know, I am a connoisseur of trash condition books. So yeah, I mean, like if you look at my Watchmen. You're absolute just. Well, let's here. I can't get.
Don't open Absolute Justice with a child in the room because she's gonna get secondhand smoke.
So like, you look at like.
It's pretty beat.
Does she know that I gave you that book?
She doesn't, but I mean, like, look at this. Like,
yeah,
like that's looking pretty legit. Like,
wait, what is these all the bad guys on the book?
Yeah, those are all the bad guys.
So,
those are all the good guys. But yeah, I mean, like,
hey, where's Wonder Woman?
She is literally right there.
Yeah.
It's just hard because they all look like Alex Ross. So that's a manly looking Wonder Woman.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean.
So I know that guy. So let's research.
Ooh, can she name them? Does she know their names?
She is naming them right now. She just went, I know that's Lex Luthor. I know that's Cheetah.
Did she really know Cheetah? Like the obscure ones?
Yeah, she knows Cheetah.
Wow.
That's a loved book if I've ever seen one.
Oh yeah, I mean, literally, like when I unboxed this from the Organic Price book stream, like the box was falling apart around it, and you know, that's Superman.
I see the architectural tape holding it together. That's a pretty clean job. I didn't notice until after.
Yeah, I mean, you can still see it, but honestly, bookbinding tape is one of, I would say, for anyone who wants to live my life of reclaiming damaged books, the two biggest keys. Let me get the three biggest keys.
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah.
One of them has got to be a hairdryer.
That's one.
Okay. That was my only guess. I only know that because I bought a hairdryer because of Bunk.
Yeah, I was going to say hairdryer for lifting any type of stickers or anything like that. That is absolutely the best way to get that. Yeah, so hairdryer, acid-free PVC glue, and then bookbinding tape. Those three things will get pretty much any book you have back into reading order. William Lee. William Lee. I need you to look at me right now. Right now. I was at SummerSlam where Liv Morgan defended her title clean against Liv, who dropped that title and was dirty enough to injure Liv and knock her out for almost an entire year.
Wait, like who? Rhea?
Yeah. Rhea knocked Liv out. And then she came back. You know what she did?
What?
She did nothing but win. Win.
So
win.
we're
win.
Team Liv instead of Team Rhea?
100%. This is also kayfabe. I love Rhea. Like, Rhea, it's got my heart. But right now, we're doing Bunk character. Liv, it's my girl.
Is Bunk the Brave and the Boys heel?
I mean, if you look at my comment history, like, it's pretty clear. Like, I am 100%.
I like that his comment on our post was like, just know you wouldn't have got 5,000 without Jordan. And then he sent me like a nice Discord message and a phone
No,
call.
it wasn't just Jordan is the reason that that this channel got this far. I hope that other guy doesn't push him off the channel.
That's so good.
I didn't push him off. I helped him out of the nest into his own channel, The Brave and the Boys Beyond. So like I helped him, I mended his wings, and now he flies like an eagle.
Jake said I'm replaceable by a tripod and a camera, phone camera. Camera phone. I can't English anymore.
But it's nice that I get to record in the room with a friend. The other day, BJ Kick said, "I'm jealous of all of you for lots of reasons." And I said, ooh, why are you jealous of me? And the next morning I woke up to a message that said, "You have every Absolute Edition and you get to record with your best friend. I could only imagine how fun the recording sessions are." And I said, "You don't even know about the ones where it's so hot and Jordan takes his pants off because there's no AC."
And knowing Brandon, that made him feel very, very uncomfortable. And he didn't
Yeah,
respond.
I can't ever make him feel comfortable. What is that?
Yeah, it's like you say things that are slightly obscure.
You're a very uncomfortable person. It's a thing.
What? But I'm so easy.
That's not helping your comfortability factor right there, saying, "I'm so easy."
Isn't Jordan the reason you got your first super chat?
Was I? I don't
If
think
if James is saying it, then yes.
I mean, yeah, I was. That's right.
I have no idea what the context is, but if James is saying it, it's true.
Yeah,
The other day I thought I got my first super chat, and then Josh Greathouse was in the chat that goes, "Oh, so you forgot your actual first super chat." And I was like, my bad. So on that note, Bunk, where can they find you?
Right here, streaming. Anytime I'm not streaming with a friend of mine, you can't find me. I don't exist.
You got a crime corner coming up soon, right?
Yeah, where I'll be streaming with Omnidog. Ooh. And when I'm not doing that or doing this, I don't exist.
And Jordan, where can they find you on camera?
On camera, they can find me at Braveboys Beyond, or Bubba for short, which hopefully we'll have a new episode or thing up.
I mean, this year soon. Or ever?
Relatively soon, sometime maybe within the next month. There might be something.
Hold on, I'm setting the timer for 1 month.
And Jake, where can they find content that you're in and I record?
I don't know. I'm sure if they're watching, they're one of our 5,000 proud subscribers.
Why do you keep saying proud? You keep adding the adjective.
I'm trying to make is the Proud Boys taken? Can we use that, or like
no,
Proud Great Boys?
No,
or is that not a thing? No. Okay. I didn't know. I don't know. Okay.
No.
Just kidding. No. Okay, so I guess that's not gonna. I guess I'm gonna cancel those embroidered jackets. So you guys can find me.
Are they brown? Are they brown jackets? Because if so, I think those will look great for your Proud Boys merchandise.
You can find me as the face of the Brave and the Boys, as well as a host on Upscale Audio. So we're on two different YouTube channels.
I do that as well. I as well host videos on Upscale Audio.
Come comment on them.
Does anyone ever comment on those videos about like gym memberships or anything that's like super pertinent to the content?
The funniest comment recently is the owner calls Jordan digital tweak, and someone commented, digital twink, cognitive decline is real. And I don't think anyone's ever called Jordan that word before, because he's so clearly the opposite. He's the hostess with the mostest.
Tweak or twink?
So tweak is what the owner calls him. The comment said digital twink.
I've never been called either previously. So
I don't think this is what you call
the comment called him twink with an N.
Yeah, digital twink.
Nice.
Right? Yeah. Hell yeah.
But we got a Discord. Sometimes I make a guest appearance on the Omnidog show. I'll be on Omnidog's Vault Batter Days in the Batcave on Saturday. And sometimes the Omni Bros let me into the stream and don't just talk about crowbarring me. So that's fun. But yeah, I just like making videos, and it's amazing that we're at 5,000. Originally, the goal was, earn $1 and get to 1,000 subscribers. And now we have 5,000, and I have to look up tax forms. So it's been an amazing year. 2 years, however long it's been. But thanks, everyone. Thank you for all of you that watch our videos. Jordan, thank you for all you do for our videos. Bunk, thank you for watching even the Grant Morrison ones.
That's right.
I watched those.
And you know what? I might have to toss a nickel into your shipment.
I mean, you do owe me 7.5 cents.
All right, Jake. Keep reading. Finish it.
Stay brave.
Bold.
There you go.
Okay.
Bold is the preferred one.
Good night, guys. Wave goodbye.